Welcome back, everybody, to Goblets and Warlocks. This is episode 24 of Dragonlance. And if you're just watching on YouTube for the first time, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below what's your favorite part. And if you're watching on YouTube, would like to catch us live, the links to our Twitch channel is down below too. But everybody that's here live, welcome in. Welcome in, Zen. Welcome in everybody that's currently in the chat. We also have Shootin is also here. Welcome in, everybody. That being said, we do have Carrie, the person who plays Carrie, the camera is not working, so you will not be able to see him tonight. Hopefully they can get it fixed by next week. With that being said, I'll turn it over to our lovely fellow streamers in the chat. We'll start with Cleansing Rain. How are you doing, Lady M? Welcome in.
I'm doing well. I'm very excited for my second episode here with the party. Looking forward to creating a lot of mischief and problems for the rest of you, and you all can just be happy to be in my presence.
When can they find you at there, buddy?
Oh, sorry. I was kind of channeling Dashkin already. All that being said, you can check out my streams. It's been a few months since I've streamed, although I am making a return sometime next week to get going. I believe Sir Jugan just dropped a link there, a shout out in chat. Mostly survival crafting games. I do enjoy a good bit of indie. You'll probably see me playing a game you've never heard of, and then you'll also probably be impressed when you get there. Other than that, grateful to be here and very excited for this episode.
Old Man Garrus?
You can find me here on Twitch at Old Man Garrus and on YouTube as Old Man Garrus. Very original, I know. I am streaming. I'll be actually streaming tomorrow, either No Man's Sky or Vampire Survivors Adventure Mode or Path of Exile brand new season. All three just released today. So yay for not having to get any sleep over the weekend as I try to catch up on everything.
Okay, Carrie's art up. And Nylish, when are you going to be streaming again?
I will be streaming tomorrow evening, probably doing Persona Tactics.
Jeez, my commands are taking forever to post in there. So I posted all their links in chat. If you'd like to go check them out on their various streams, I dropped their links in chat. Make sure you go show some love to them. And tomorrow night, I will be on... Actually, no, I think we're not streaming it, actually. But we'll be starting it up again is on J Out of the Nerds stream, where I'll be playing Enderis. Been waiting like 3 or 4 months to find out if my character is going to live or not, but it's on the verge of death. So we'll pick that. I'll find that out on Saturday. And he said he's not going to stream it, so he wants to ease us back into it. So we'll find out tomorrow for sure. And yeah, that's about it. And next time we'll be live. Sometime I got a bunch of stuff to paint. So I painted Dastion's mini yesterday on the stream, so I got a bunch of stuff I need to paint for the final battle of Avernus next Saturday. So if you're around for next Saturday's finale for Avernus, Rusty Taunts is in that game. So finally see my very first campaign I started on Twitch finally come to an end. It's been 43 episodes, I think, but somewhere around there. So with that being said, let's get started with tonight's episode. And so grab your goblet, sit back and relax, and enjoy the show.
Always knew a missing piece, waiting in the dark, like a quiet melody, that if I listened hard, I could hear the sound.
And welcome back into. I saw the question. Invisibility potion is no longer active because there's just a regular invisibility potion. So whenever they make an attack roll or action,
I think he meant because Carrie's screen's not working.
Yeah, that was.
It's a
Oh.
joke.
I got it. Oh, never mind. Anyway,
Take it either way.
Anyway, tonight Mela rolled the lowest for tonight's recap, so you get advantage, or not get advantage. You get your dance inspiration for doing recap. So, Mela, would you like to lead us in tonight's recap for In the Eyes of Mela from the last one? I think you're muted. Check your sound input. Professional streamers here, ladies and gentlemen. Check your inputs for Zoom.
Maybe it's Zoom then. It's messing around with two of us.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yay!
Huzzah! Okay. All right, so last time we had just set up camp in the middle of the day after a pretty grueling battle with some dragon army soldiers, so that Belram could get a little bit of rest, hopefully. So I set up a little hut so that we could be safe in the middle of the day. And Lorwyn decided she wanted to keep watch, and Ziggy decided to join her. So during that watch, Lorwyn decided she needed to head back to the elves that we had encountered before, and she left a letter for the rest of us, telling Ziggy that she was sad to go, but she felt like she needed to. So at the end of their watch, Ziggy wakes me and Carrie up for our watch, and we find the letter and we read it, and Carrie decides she needs a moment to herself, I suppose, so she leaves the hut and wanders off, while I am stuck in the hut that I conjured for everybody else. After a while, I get a little bit worried, and I decide to wake up Vera, concerned that something may have happened to Carrie, and I show Vera the letter. Vera shreds it before waking Belram up, and the two of them run out to find Carrie, while Ziggy and I stay put in the hut just in case they came running back after being chased by scorpions or something. So soon after they left, Carrie comes walking back to camp, and the three of us decide that we need to chase after Vera and Belram. Once we do, we find a sea elf named Deshaun Yunvari, or Daz, who's a traveling bard. Carrie, who met him before, introduces everyone before we decide to go ahead and just make camp there for the night. I make the hut again, and Carrie and Vera take first watch. I don't think anything happened, but then whenever they wake me up, Belram and I take second watch. And because he is so tired, Belram falls asleep in the middle of a conversation with me, leaving me with our new party member Daz, who is now awake after what's it called? The little thing that you do?
Trance.
Trance,
thank you. I couldn't think of the word. Trance. So he and I have a bit of a conversation, and Daz asked a lot of questions about Lorwyn, specifically about what she looked like. But nothing else really happened during our watch. So after my watch is finished, I wake Ziggy up for his watch with Daz, and I go to sleep. I feel like I'd just fallen asleep when I wake up by Carrie shouting something about Lorwyn, but then I find that there's nothing to worry about, that this Lorwyn is actually a friend, and that there was an elaborate plan that Carrie and I had forgotten about to try and help our friends with the loss of Lorwyn. Belram is having none of that, however, and he beats up the fake Lorwyn until it's revealed to be Daz in disguise. After a little bit of confusion and cooking it out, we all decide to go out and have some breakfast before hitting the road. As we eat, I realize that I've had a spell placed on me, and unhappy about it, I go up to Daz and stomp as hard as I can on his foot. But as I do so, a thin line appears on his neck that then gushes blood and kills him. I quickly use a spell to make sure that he doesn't fully die, as the rest of us discuss what to do with him. We decide to tie him up, wake him up just enough to answer our questions, and then interrogate him about why he had done what he did. He tells us that he hadn't fully trusted us and had just been wanting to find a lost instrument that had been stolen from his family. We make him promise that he would not harm us or turn us over to the dragon army, and we decide to let him live and go along with us. We finish up eating and packing up before heading out for the day. And that's what happened last week.
Very nice. So the day is yours. What would you like to do?
I clap a hand on Daz's, guess it would be his calf or thigh or something, and just, I am sorry about slitting your throat, but, rogue's gonna rogue.
Well, it's all right, I suppose. It wouldn't be the first time somebody's had issues with my behavior of sorts.
Yeah, just, in future, no friendly fire. Unless it's an accident.
Accidents do tend to happen, I suppose. Rogues being rogues and all that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a mutual no friendly fire. I won't friendly fire you either. Or try not to.
So in the opening of these games, I'll tend to like to go through the out of combat initiative that y'all roll beforehand for recap. So Dashin, what are you doing in this moment as y'all are preparing to leave and start walking north?
Well, Dashin is kind of lazily lounging semi-near the small amount of water that we set up camp nearby. I would assume this means that Carrie is pretty close to him as far as proximity goes. I would also like to imagine that Ziggy is probably close by. I think that he's keeping notice of where Belrum is after witnessing Belrum's short-lived fury. Kind of not completely comfortable, and he's also wanting to keep tabs on Carrie's location, being that she tends to vanish every once in a while. So, and bad things happen when that happens, it seems. So he's kind of whimsical, but also apprehensive of the party around him. Perhaps I'm checking my belongings as well, rifling through them just a little bit, examining a note or a letter that I have, but continuing to push that down into the sack and just taking a quick inventory that all my items are with me, perhaps tuning the lute just a little bit, as he tends to always be strumming a very small tune. Never like a running chorus or chord, but just every now and again.
All right, and we move on to Belrum. What are you doing in this moment?
I am just sitting there, eating my tack and staring at the unknown elf who should be dead.
Alrighty, and then we move on to Ziggy. Go
So
ahead.
is this like the morning time?
Yeah,
Okay.
what are you doing in this moment as you are?
I have one of my mini little notebooks out, and I'm scrawling notes on the difficulty of dealing with sea elves in general.
Okay. Carrie?
Yeah, Carrie's just packing up her stuff, getting ready for the day. If she's waiting around for everyone else, she might start sharpening her dagger and trying to angle her body away from Daz so he doesn't get uncomfortable at that side.
Vera?
Carrie, Do we still have the Fargab, or did Lorwyn take that with her?
Good question. Hey, let me have a quick look in my
I
baggy
thought
bag.
I thought Carrie was carrying it.
Let me see.
What's this Fargab then?
Oh, it lets you gab far, yeah?
Oh, you mean just like my message spell?
Oh, farther than that, farther than that. I do not have it.
Well, I do know another trick. Believe it's called sending.
Oh, I don't know magic. What's that do?
Kind of lets me just, send a line, a statement, maybe a couple sentences to someone says I know who they are and they know how to do it as well.
Oh yeah, that does sound like the far gab. Yeah,
It's,
I definitely don't have it. It's not in my inventory.
But I think you're the one using it last.
I had a rattle around the bag of holding. It's not in there. It's not in my inventory at all.
Well, you should have it, so and it goes on your backpack. I mean, I guess it could fit in your bag of holding. So go ahead
Did
and add
we
it to.
say that we left it to be adding on miles or something?
Huh?
That was the first time. We couldn't add miles to it a second time.
Oh.
Yeah, I think she tried while you were at camp or last time she was with, like on the way over. But
Okay, I'll just say that it's in there.
Yeah, because you're the last one to use it, so.
Yes, I have a Fargab. Here it is. I couldn't find it in all the folds of the bag of holding.
Be gentle! Be gentle! Be gentle!
Sorry, Rairu. Sorry. I've got to root around a little bit, otherwise I can't find it.
Just think about it!
Sorry.
Has he spit out like 3 Fargabs yet? That's what we're waiting on, right?
Mela, what are you doing in this moment?
Probably cleaning up some of the blood that I probably got on me, since I was directly underneath Daz as he got his throat slit. And I'm also just gonna take a moment to kind of look back towards like where we had traveled from the beach whenever we first landed, because that's also where the elves are, and say a silent prayer. Just taking a moment to stand by myself for a second and just send a prayer over Lorwyn as she leaves.
I will also give a friendly reminder, this is technically a new day, so all my people that prepare spells, take this time to prepare your spells for the day. And if you have any items that you regain charges, such as Mela's Staff of Healing, you can roll that. Stuff like that. So if you are one of those players or characters, go ahead and take this opportunity to do so. With that being said, what do you want to do? Where you want to go?
And Jugan, you said this last night was a short rest, or not really? Because we had.
You slept
Was
all
it
through the
two-
night. This is morning. So you had a long
Okay.
rest. Everybody should have had already a long rest. Because I gave it to them yesterday. Or last session. Only with the exception of like Dashin having damage. Anybody that had damage the next day, I think it was just Dashin when y'all just guacamole him.
And I've cast 3 spells already.
Yep. So anything you did prior to the long rest, or like anything after the long rest, that doesn't reset. Unless you want to take a short rest.
You're down 1 rage stack, but that's it. Bellworm.
Yeah, you're down 1 rage. Because we forgot to do his magical thing afterwards. But what does the party want to do? Where y'all headed? What do y'all want to do?
Well, we didn't make it that far before, so we probably need to continue. We're still rescuing these elves, right?
Yeah, there was. I don't remember. We were
Oh.
wandering the wastelands, running into people and fighting an army at one point.
We're going to rescue elves for Ishvar, and we've already been paid for it.
Ishvin has sent us on a quest, yes.
And the rest of our troop is with Ishvar still. Darrett and so forth. Seeing if they can get the blessing Habakkuk? Whatever that god's name is.
Well, friends, I think we have adventure
Goddess.
afoot. We've got to march off on our quest to save these noble sea elves.
By far the most noble.
Well, we said they were noble. I didn't say anything about all sea elves.
Well, you could have. It would have been correct.
Well, that sounds like a plan. Do we know where they're at?
Yeah, so remember you're pointed at on the map. The maps are in the pinned messages in Discord. We're pointing to the I location. That is Camp Carrying Clay, which you were told, and that's where they're being held at. Right now, you're just north of E, somewhere in the middle of the waste. As you're heading that way, that's when the last battle you had. So you're about like 2 tiles north of E.
And we're heading for I.
Yes.
I. Yeah, we can keep going through this eastern maze and, try and find the place where they're being held.
Sounds great. I'll scout ahead and we'll march in that direction.
All right. What's the marching order?
I mean, I'll be kind of out a little bit front. Stardust and I are keeping an eye out for anything too crazy.
All right.
Trailblazing, trail finding, all that kind of good stuff.
All right. Who's after him?
I'll come next after, keeping a secondary lookout.
All right. After Carrie.
I'll
I'll
go
take it.
next. Belram and I can walk together.
Got it. And then Vera and Dastion.
Oh, well, ladies first, I suppose.
I'm specifically going to go behind Session.
All right, cool.
Fine. I guess we'll get going. I want to do that
All right.
walk where he's, constantly got his hands behind his head as he's walking.
Anime protagonist walk.
That's right.
All right. How are just give me zero perception checks from Carrie and Ziggy, please. And then whoever's proficient in survival can roll me survival checks also.
Ugh. My perception was 9.
Mine's 17.
Got it.
And I got a +9 in survival. Do you think should I do?
Are you
that one?
proficient with survival? You should
I
be,
am.
right?
I'm
Alright.
overly proficient with survival. I think I got.
All right,
some
give me a
feature that
survival
gives me
check.
bows. All right. Come on. 18.
You say that like it's a bad roll.
Well,
Alright.
the roll is bad. It's just my survival skill's so good.
What clarifies it as proficient?
There's you circled in.
A little dot.
Black dot.
But what about the okay.
Yeah, you're
Yes, I am proficient.
yeah, you can roll too if you like.
Ooh, I have expertise.
$17. Is that what you got?
That was me.
Oh,
But I
you're
am
proficient.
I'm also proficient.
I got
Got
a
it.
12.
All right. You don't see anything out of ordinary in your survival. You tend to feel like you're going the right direction. So the first trek of the day, as you're moving in the blazing hot sun above you, as you're moving forward, you'll have a chance to talk amongst yourselves if you like on this first couple hours. If
Carrie's
not,
just sort of humming to herself, just hi ho, let's go, la da 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 da, while she's sort of 50 odd feet behind Ziggy.
okay. All right.
Directly in front of me is Mila, correct?
Directly in front of you is Mila and Belram.
And they are together, or they are spread.
They kind of
apart as
walking
well?
together at the same time. Yeah. They're not holding hands or anything. I don't think.
Right. I would like to pick up the pace, which shouldn't be hard with all you short striding individuals, and catch up to Mila and Belram, but be on the opposite side of Mila that Belram is on. So like Mila in between us.
Yep.
Because Miss Cleric, can I ask you a few more questions?
Sure.
Where did you get the inspiration for your god? How did you come across this god altogether? Just meeting at the monastery? Was that the word?
The temple that took me in, their sole god is Mishikol. So I grew up learning about Mishikol, and so I guess the choice was made for me, which god I was to follow.
And he's gonna kind of lean in front of Mila to look at Belram and say, "And you, my short-tempered, strong-willed friend, what is? Do you worship any gods?"
I look over at him and just look.
It seems
Don't
he must have
respond.
taken a vow of silence, I suppose. Perhaps
Belram is a dwarf of few words,
it looks
especially
like
when he's getting to know you.
Sorry for interrupting, by the way.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Few words, few facial hairs. I understand. He kind of
From ahead, Carrie just goes, oof.
And he just starts to kind of slow his pace and fall back in line.
All right. Now let me get another round of perception checks. Let's say if Carrie is focusing on perception, you roll for Carrie, you can roll perception, and Ziggy, you can roll for survival. Or anybody else wants to roll for survival, they can. That is proficient with stuff. Got it. Nope. All right. Ziggy, I think you're 21. All right. Ziggy and Destian. As Carrie has got the light in her eyes, like the brightness of the sun as it's at its highest peak. And Vera maybe is, I don't know what you do to fumble your survival check there. Maybe you're just got distracted
Dust
by
in the eyes.
That's a shadow. That's a shadow is in my way. Speed up.
How far between are your marching orders? So I got Ziggy and Kiri and Stardust. How far ahead are you guys?
I was sort of imagining myself at the front of the group, and then Ziggy further ahead, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think there'd be some paces between us, but I don't think I'd be out of visual range necessarily.
So
Probably.
30, 40 feet?
Sure.
All right. And then Carrie's there. How far are you guys behind Carrie?
I would say right behind her.
You want to be right?
I'd have a little, I think
maybe a little
distance.
bit of distance, but not
20
super
feet?
far.
Yeah, about 20, 25 feet. At least for me.
All right.
Mila might be closer.
Vera and Destrin, how far behind you guys with them?
Only about 3 paces behind the cleric and the dwarf
Okay.
for me.
So I'm pretty much right behind them.
Yeah.
And
10 feet.
Vera, you're right behind Destrin?
Yep.
Got it.
Careful, guys. I think he's calculated something. It's gonna be like the mouth of the purple worm that comes up.
Boulder squishes us all.
Ziggy and Destrin, with your survival skills, you start hearing the rumble of water.
Ah! I don't hear it.
No. As you start hearing the rumble of water, Ziggy and Destrin definitely. Ziggy, you remember before, it's about the roughly same size sound of rushing water in the valley, and you start hearing it coming in very fast, very quickly. And as you quickly look around, you see 4 places for high ground where you can maybe survive the rushing water as it starts to come in.
Yeah, I immediately shout to the rest of the group, to high ground! And start moving towards one of these places of high ground, maybe pointing and indicating where people could go.
All right. Where you guys are at, you have 2. One to your immediate left for you, Ziggy. You got 1 to your immediate left and 1 right up to your immediate right as you're going through. So you want to run for which one?
I'll lean left.
Going left. Carrie, you're a little bit further back. So you see the one where he ran up on, but you got one like an edge of a longer one to your right. You probably just a little bit closer if you want to run up that one. Which one you want to run for? Or you run for the one that's further down?
I'll run for the one that's closer and try to like scale it if I can.
I'll actually just show you what we're looking at. How about that? It might be easier for you guys. Don't worry, the water's not there yet.
Yeah, I'll go for the skinny one right below me.
Got it.
To my right.
All right. Belram and Mela, you have this. You can see which ones are closer for you.
I'm gonna run for the one that carries on.
Yeah,
Bel-
same. Going with Gary and Mela.
It's a very small, narrow platform. Destin and Vera.
I go for the one to my left because I'm curious whether or not Vera's going to follow me to keep eyes on me or join her group.
Vera.
I will join Dad.
Alrighty, cool. As the water rushes through, as the water rushes through in this hot, blazing sun, you immediately find yourself surrounded by water.
Well, we did better this time at least.
No one got washed away.
Those are crazy survival checks that you had.
Is it fresh water or salt water?
I don't know. You go check?
I would love to check.
Why do you cross your fingers?
I mean, if I can like reach down, I'm not gonna like jump into it or anything. It looks like we're kind of high above the water though, but that might just be what the model looks like.
It kind of looks like what the model looks like. You basically had to climb all the way up to the top of these
Yeah.
formations.
Is it like a strong current? Like if I were to get in the water, would it wash me away? Or
It is a pretty strong current. Let me see. Do you have a swim speed? I think your swim speed is the same as your walking speed. So, yeah, it's a pretty strong current as it's kind of rushing through the valleys right now.
Where'd all this water come from? I mean, it wasn't raining. You said it was all sunny and stuff like that, right?
It's the tides. The crazy tides.
Right. We really need to nail down that tide schedule. I said that last time.
Well,
Oh,
you were
missed
also
opportunity.
told that it's very unpredictable.
Ah, yeah.
I believe some of us, not myself or Daz, should have had advantage on that thanks to Habakkuk's blessing.
Hmm.
I mean, for survival, yeah. But
Not myself or Daz. We were not blessed.
what do y'all want to do right now?
I mean, are we in danger immediate besides just water?
Give me a perception check.
I mean, is there anything leaping out of the water at us or anything we need to know
Give me a
about?
perception check.
I'm working on it. I've got
So I know what to tell you.
Gosh, I'm rolling badly. 16.
You do hear something in the distance, but not from the water.
All right, guys, get your eyes peeled. I think there might be something coming above us, maybe?
You hear roars in the distance.
I think we might have some problems. And we're trapped on these rocks.
Should we like put mud on our faces or something?
Yes, you should.
Remember, you're shouting across the way. You're not right next to each other. Just keep
Right.
in mind who's next to where. So right now we have Ziggy with Stardust on their own little rock. And currently Destin and Vera are on their rock.
Should we put mud on our faces or something?
I love that.
Let's just go ahead and have everybody roll initiative.
I was gonna say Ziggy's the only one who heard that, and he's way over there.
Well, I'm yelling.
I assumed he was yelling, yeah.
Yeah, I'm yelling back across the water. Guys, watch out. I hear something in the distance. There's some roars.
I'm sure it just heard you now.
Yeah. Can I I'm going to take my glasses off and wipe them and put them back on and really peer off into the distance. Does that mean I get another perception roll?
Give me it. Let me get my initiative rolls in real quick. Vera, you
Oh,
got
sorry.
a 10.
Let's see. Oh my god. 6. My rolling so far does not bode well.
Ziggy, you got a 6. Destin, you got a what?
I believe it was
13.
13.
Bailey got 17. Ziggy, Carrie. Carrie, you got.
21.
Ooh, very nice. All right, Carrie. You hear Ziggy say something, and as you're listening, you look. Give me a perception check, Carrie.
Sure, please. Yeah, 19.
19. As you hear Ziggy say this, you look down to your right in the water next to you. You see a fin of some sort.
I immediately just point at it. Finn!
All right. Do you want to do anything?
I'll hold my action until something obviously hostile comes
Gets in
into
range?
view.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, you can see a fin. I mean, if you want to aim at the fin.
I don't know what it is.
Got it.
Could just be a thing.
All right. All right. As you're looking down, pointing at it, Carrie, you see it dive under, and as you're looking at it, wondering where it went, as it comes out, you see this massive shark diving out of the water, jumping over to take try to bite at you.
Then I will use my reaction to
Yep.
attack. Yes.
Yep.
And what was this? This is assassinate, so that advantage on the attack roll, because it hasn't technically done damage yet.
Mm-hmm.
22
Yep.
to hit.
22 hits.
You have it
And
pointed
a
at me.
16 just barely hits you.
You have it pointed at me, not at Kiri.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We
I
need
always get
different
trouble.
color bases for
Sneak
you guys.
damage. There we go.
It's the names. The names are so close.
Ooh, that's 22 damage.
Woohoo! And as it swipes at you, it's a 16.
Mm-hmm. I believe that hits. Yes.
Yeah, that barely hits. You take 23 points of piercing damage as it bites you and it deeps into your shoulder. And give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. Oh my god. That was on a 19 and it rolled over to a 1. So that's 8, but it was a critical fail.
It grabs
Oh, we're
you
gonna
in
go
the mouth.
have to get her
and
out of the
drags you
water.
under.
Bloop.
And it dives back underwater.
I mean, at least I got a 22 damage in there. That's... I can die
Melee,
happy with that.
I'm going to give you opportunity attack because it is grabbing her right in front of you.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Wait. Does that mean I just attack with whatever I like? Is in my hand?
So
if my
you're,
mace or
I'm going to
whatever?
let, you see it trying to pull her off the cliff. So I don't know if you want to use your reaction instead to try to grab her and keep her afloat.
Okay,
so she
yeah,
gets
I'm gonna
grabbed
try
out.
and do that. I'm gonna try and step forward and grab her.
All right, give me a athletics check.
Okay.
I'm going to roll.
That is a total of 9.
All right, as you reach forward to grab Carrie, you start to realize if you keep holding on, it's going to pull you under too. Yeet! Yep, yeet. Are you going to let go or keep holding on?
Let go, Jack. Let go.
I'll never let go. I suppose I'll have to let go.
Okay.
I don't hold this against you.
It's standable.
Live your life.
All right. For you, Carrie, you're grappled and restrained at the moment.
Grappled and restrained. Thank you.
All right. Dashing, as you've seen this shark dive over the cliff, grab Carrie and drag her into the water.
Do I recognize the shark or would have encountered something similar throughout my years?
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's just a regular shark then, but a bit hyper
It's
aggressive.
It's a giant shark.
Okay. I turn to Vera and ask for comfort. Does Carrie have the bag?
She does.
Okay, so he swings the loot onto his back and he grabs hold of the trident and jumps into the water, trying to swim over to the other group.
The current is pushing you the other way, so give me a strength check. With advantage because you are a sea elf.
Nat 20.
Yo!
Which way you headed?
Straight south to the rock with the
So
cleric
south
and
for the
dwarf.
camera. And your
South
movement
for the
is
camera.
30 feet.
Yes.
30 gets you about right there. All right.
All right.
You still have your action, bonus action.
I would like to use. I don't know if this can count as a bonus action, but I would like to use Friend of the Sea, which is communicate with any swimming beast. It can understand my words, but it can't speak back to me. So I'd like to try and do that if that's something I can do.
It is, but it's a no action. You can do it as a free action.
Okay. Do you want me to just DM you what I ask it?
You can just say it. Or, you want to keep it secret? DM me on Zoom.
Okay. And in the meanwhile,
What secret plans can we have with the shark?
Oh, leave the bag.
Exactly. I'll push over one of the others if you give me the bag.
Throw a burrito at the shark. You hear in your head, I'll respond. That's all you hear in your head as you communicate with him, Destron.
well, no, I don't get to hear back from him. I can only be heard by him.
Oh, got it. Well, disregard that message.
Okay. I'm also going to. Is how far away is the shark? And
It went underwater. So if you want to dive underwater, you can look.
yeah, I would like to dive underwater and try and see the sort of peril. I know that it can't be crazy deep because we're in a valley, so not the ocean.
It's somewhat deep, but not like you can't like stand on the bottom of the water or anything like that. So
It's deep for a 3-foot kenda.
yeah, it's probably like 20 feet deep.
I mean, there's a giant shark.
I would like to play my flute and clear the water.
Underwater?
Actually, no, it's about a 30, 40 foot. Yeah,
Right, I did just go underwater. That's fine though. Yeah, I can play my flute underwater. I breathe underwater.
yeah, yeah.
Touche.
And I to use control water off it to just create some oxygen around Carrie's head.
You have to see it first.
Oh, shit.
You want to dive underwater and make a perception check to see if you see them.
Okay, copy. Diving underwater, making perception check, trying to find her. Where could she be? $16.
I'll put you there. Just keep in mind you're underwater. Carrie. For some reason, you feel it drop you in the water, and you kind of float to the top. Or I mean, actually, you're underwater, so you're going to have to. But you see it. So everybody else, you cannot see it for just as perspective for Deschan. You cannot see the shock that's underwater. It has released you, Carrie, and Deschan, you see it now coming towards you. But you can do what you're trying to do is control water, which is an action, I believe. And you put a bubble around Carrie, right? Is that what you said you were doing? You muted yourself.
Sorry. Yeah, so that she may breathe.
All right. Carrie.
Fuck my shoulder. Yep.
So you're underwater and you got this bubble around you. You can see. What does she see, Destin, as you're underwater playing your flute? Or your trident?
Yeah, one and the same. She would probably witness him kind of not really kicking or anything, but you know, I can't think of the right word.
Treading
not
water?
floating, not treading because he's under, just kind of maintaining. It doesn't look like he's having to struggle to stay under, and it also doesn't look like he's floating to the top. And he also just seems really, really in tune with himself, like in his element. His eyes are closed. He's not greatly paying attention to all of his surroundings because he's just in a Zen moment as he's, you know, forcing air through his gills into the flute.
Is your control water concentration, by the way? It is. All
I'm
right.
not sure, so I'm glad to know that.
Okay. So you are concentrating on it as you're controlling the water around her head. And for purpose for you, since if you ever take damage or anything that might cause you to lose concentration, you have to roll a concentration check to see if you can maintain it.
Copy.
So that's your action. You do have a bonus action left. See what you got for bonus actions. See if I can help you out. You can do Bardic Inspiration as a bonus action. You also have Unsettling Words. As part of your, you can use that for spending your Bardic Inspirations also.
Okay, then I don't think Bardic Inspiration makes too much sense here, as I probably wouldn't be heard by anybody else but the shark since I'm underwater. So I abstain my bonus action.
Okay. Next up is Vera.
In the Ziggy?
No, I got Vera.
Okay.
No, Vera, you have 10.
Yeah, on stream it's showing he's got an 11. That's
Did
okay.
I not update Ziggy's? My bad. Thank you for letting me know that.
Yeah, I rolled a 6 for
Yeah, that's
this
what I thought.
recent one.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Let me put some better music here now.
I would like... Unfortunately, as I have said in a previous game, Vera can't swim. I am going to
Give me a perception check while you're there.
Oh god. It's 22.
Yeah. As you're looking what just happened, you look over to your right, you see another fin in the water. This one, pure black fin.
Oh no.
Perfect. Nothing within range of me. I am going to take... I don't know how many actions this is going to take. Can I take my grappling hook out of my bag and tie my rope onto it while I stick the grappling hook in the stone and then jump into the water?
So I'll say that's a bonus action because you are interacting with the object in the environment around you. So I'll say it'll be your action to do so.
All right.
Give me a strength check to see how well you secure it.
Of course. You said a check.
But you do see the black thing coming towards you, so I don't know if you want to just straight jump in the water for it.
I'm not gonna have range with anything though. Because I have like no range anything with this girl. That was a 5.
Did you roll a nat 1 on it?
I think it was a 3. I already cleared my screen. No, it's a 2.
Oh, okay. As you try to put it, secure it in a rock, as you're trying to secure it inside the rock breaks off. So you go out to, I'll say you take your bonus action and re-secure it if you want to try again.
Try again, because I don't have anything else I can do. Nope. I can't roll higher than a 10 today. Other than that perception.
You get it in, and it's staying, but you don't know how confident it's going to stay. But it's up to you. You feel better than, obviously, the one that broke off. You feel confident that the water's not going to take you away, but you're not sure about anything else.
Yeah.
Still jumping in?
Yep. I don't have anything else I can do.
Alright. As you're lowering yourself down, this massive beast jumps out of the water, lunging at you. As this giant whale comes in to try to bite you.
A whale.
8, I'm assuming missing.
Yep. I am teeny tiny.
As it comes down, it leaves your opportunity attack, so you can make an opportunity attack to make an attack on it.
Definitely take that and hopefully roll better than a 11.
11 just misses as it comes by, and it flaps its tail as the water rushes past, and it throws your shot off a little bit. It turns around about that far away above water, coming in to attack you. Ziggy. As you're looking back and seeing all this happen, I'm assuming you're looking at it, trying to maybe line up a shot, right?
Sure.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah, I was wondering, because sharks and stuff don't usually roar. Do we have like another thing in the air to deal with?
You heard a dragon in the air. Give me another perception check.
I heard a roar, but now you said dragon, so I don't know what's up. Hold on. Perception. Oh, come on. 9.
Yeah, you're so focused on the creatures behind as you're looking. You're trying to look up, but sadly looking in the wrong direction.
Well, I did just see a giant shark just take out a Kender.
As
to be fair, the
coming
shark doesn't
out,
have to be that big to do that anyway.
Yeah.
As coming out of the clouds, this a little bit smaller than a dragon. The party has seen one of these that was similar before, but it was not a full-flown dragon.
Is it that close to me?
It's coming out of the clouds right now to make an attack, is basically what I'm saying.
Okay.
And as it gets close to you,
He finally sees the dragon. It's not even facing it.
it's going to open its mouth. As you turn around and look at it, oh shit.
Yeah.
And as it spits this green, ugly spew at you. And let's see, that is 18? 18 hit?
My armor class is 20.
It's 20 if you're holding the shield, so were you holding the shield or your arrows?
I would imagine in this situation he would be holding his arrows. So 16.
16. And I just
Yeah.
said 18. So
Yeah.
that would hit. You take...
I don't get like a dex saving throw or anything like that?
No, because it's a straight attack.
Oh, it's not like a breath weapon.
No. It's kind of like that, but it's an actual range attack.
Okay. All right, I'm ready. I haven't taken a lot of damage yet.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
You take 19 points of ass. Oh, sorry. 22
Ass
points of
damage.
Damage.
acid damage as it comes in.
22 points?
Yeah.
Ah, it burns.
Ouch, my
I
ass.
don't like dragons anymore. I always
guess
wondered what this felt like.
All right. That is. It does not get its rings attack because it chose that attack, so that is its turn. Ziggy, you're up.
Oh god.
Yeah, you heard
well,
ass damage.
Yeah. I kind of had some ideas of what to do, like a whale and a dragon, though.
With your fascination, Ziggy, with dragons and stuff, you can tell this is not like a full-size dragon. It's kind of weird.
Right.
And what they were
Dragon
describing
language.
to you at the fort after you arrived back, you get the sense maybe this is what they were talking about.
Mm-hmm. This is like a minor dragon they fought. Not the official dragons of legend or whatever.
No. And Belorm, you're on deck next.
Roger that.
Did the shark release? The shark released carry?
You don't know that. They're underwater.
Oh, they're underwater. Okay.
You do not see... You currently do not see the shark carry or dashing because they're underwater. You can see...
Alright.
You can see Vera has used her grappling hook and kind of rappelling down in the water, and it just is now. But you can see the whale and you can see the dragon.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna do some sort of like little roll, come up on my knees. I got my bow going. I'm gonna fire a couple shots at the dragon. I'm assuming Stardust isn't going to be able to do anything melee to any of these things, so he's just going to hang by me to infuse my attack. So that would
What's
leave
his bonus?
action.
What's his range for the? Is it just melee though?
I believe he can just bite. Like
No, he
I
has
think-
that infused whatever reaction.
Oh, the infuse is just if he's within any creature within 30 feet of him, he can infuse that attack.
Got it. So he
So
can probably do
it-
that for you.
Yeah. And so as my bonus action, I'll do a casting of the Hunter's Mark on the dragon, I guess, or a dragonling, whatever we're calling it.
All right, and is that concentration?
I believe it is a concentration, yeah.
All right.
Oops. That's not what I meant to do. All right. So then, yeah, I'm just gonna fire a couple of my my little +3 arrow longbow bolts at that dude's noggin.
You still have those? Nice.
Yeah. Well, the longbow of the Healing Hearth just gives me automatic ammunition stuff. Okay, so let's do a first attack here. Does 31 hit?
31 does hit.
All right. So that's gonna do. We did 13 points of piercing damage, plus the Hunter's Mark is 4 for 17, plus the infusion is another 3 for 20 points of damage from the first arrow.
Got it. As you release this arrow, dust.
All right. Second arrow to 28.
28 to hit. That hits.
Yeah. So it does. I'm gonna re-roll. I'm gonna use my piercing feature to re-roll that piercing damage.
Okay.
8 points of piercing damage.
Still.
Yeah. I rolled a 1 twice in a row. Yeah. Plus 6 from the Hunter's Mark, so 14.
Got it.
With the second attack, so 34 in one round. It's not terrible.
All right.
Not bad, not bad.
And that's all I can do.
You having Stardust do anything specific uses reaction already, so.
Yeah, he used his reaction, and I used my bonus action to cast a spell. So all he can do is hang out by me and look fierce and growl.
Got it. Belorm.
All right. Well, he's kind of far away from me, unfortunately. Not much I can do, huh? Yeah, that's more than 30 feet away. So, actually, is he one? Can you measure him from where I am?
Yeah.
Please.
You talking about the dragon?
Yeah. I need to know if it's over 120.
He's about 80 feet.
That could hit him then. Okay. Never thought
can
I'd
hit
actually
him?
use these. I could. I'm going to throw my javelins at him.
Oh, so yeah, you're doing the maximum range for it, but it'd be disadvantage, right?
No, the range is 30 to 120. So you said he's around 80. He's right in range.
So anything under 30 is a straight roll. Anything after 30 is a disadvantage. You can still throw it at it, but it's a disadvantage roll to attack. Hello, Fairley. How you doing?
I mean, I'm the last one to go here. I don't have choice. Mela's with me. I gotta stay and protect Mela. I can't jump in the water.
Freyley, thank you for the follow. You can give a D4 to anybody you like. So, yeah.
Actually,
no,
go ahead. Go ahead.
you can go ahead. You do have natural 20s in your rewards, too, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you don't have a natural 20, but you have inspiration, D4s, reroll, advantage, and D6. So you can spend one of them to make your javelin attack a straight roll.
Or I can wait until I have to kill a party member. I mean, until combat happens.
I'm just saying you have rewards, guys. I may design these combats around your rewards so you actually use them.
Yeah. So, of course, I'm going to ignore all of that. And Mela, you're right next to me still, correct? Yeah, you're right behind me. I'm
right in
gonna,
front of you.
or right in front of me. I'm gonna touch Mela, and using my ADSI special ability, I'm gonna make her invisible.
Very nice.
And I'm gonna say, "You're invisible. Stay invisible."
Okay.
And it is, well, it's a con. Yeah, I have concentration on it. So that is my action, bonus action. I'm going to move up in front. So if anything comes towards us, they won't accidentally hit her. That's my move, and I am done.
So she is now invisible. Concentrating on it. Go back to my thing. Again, Bailey, thank you for the follow. You can give a D4 to anybody you like. And you're invisible. I think I have a thing for that. I might just do this. Is that easy to see for you guys? All right, cool.
Yeah, that works.
All right, Carrie, you're up. Melee, you're on deck.
Right, because I don't have a swim speed, I'm half normal speed, right? Is that how that works?
You do have the air around you, so it's kind
I
of...
think it was only around my head, so I could breathe.
Yeah. So he's concentrating on that, so yeah, you can swim up. Do you have... Is your swimming... Yeah, it'd be half speed because you don't have proficiency. You're not a sea elf or anything like that. So yeah, it'd be half speed to get up.
Yeah.
What's
How
your
far?
speed?
How far down am I?
Well, let me know how much your speed is. 30. So if take your 15.
30, so 15, and I can double dash to do 45.
Yeah. So you're about 30 feet. So it'll take all your movement to get to the surface.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll use my action to dash to get to the surface for 30 feet.
You use your bonus
And then
action
I'll-
to dash.
Well, my action will be to dash.
Well, you don't. As a rogue, you have bonus action to dash.
Yeah, I know. Just I want to have
Use your-
45.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
will
I get to
say,
the
if
surface,
you-
go, oh shit.
I will say, I'll let you know. He's still right next to you. He just released you, so he got an opportunity attack on you if you move out of his area.
Yep, I am a little person in a big watery place. I am panicking. I'm trying to get to the surface, so
All right,
I'll take that.
All right, he'll get an opportunity attack on you. 15 just misses.
Misses.
And you pop up like right here.
Yep, and then I'll use my extra 15 feet of movement to... can I look around and notice that Vera is currently on a rope that is in the water?
Give me a perception check. The water's rushing, and you come up and you see a whale too.
Dirty 20.
Oh, nice. You not only see the whale that is like at Vera, you also see this dragon-type creature that's very familiar with what y'all saw once before is over there. It looks like it's in combat with Ziggy. Give me a strength check. Or athletics check.
Athletics check. Both are -1, so that's a 16.
16, you're able to fight your current and stay where you're at.
Okay. Sorry. Would I be able to swim 15 feet towards the rope?
Okay, yeah, because you use 30 of it to get up, you still have 15.
Mm-hmm. Double dash.
There you go.
Thank you. That's all I can do.
Fairly says they love to set up with the minis. Thank you so much. I wonder why my stuff is taking forever to populate in there. All right, ready. It's the giant shark time. It has 50 feet swim coming right towards you. All this is underwater, coming right towards Dastion. Natural 17.
That hits.
So for 26, that hits. Oh, there it is. Scott. Alrighty. 29 points of damage. There, Dashin.
Dashin is unconscious.
Oh shit.
Remember, y'all.
Able to use the any of the rewards to make you re-roll instead of me.
I mean, you could use. That's very cool. I'll take it under advisement. I might change the inspiration roll to that.
So are like the whales and the dragon friends or something, or are they also in battle, or does that not matter? Like, was the dragon chasing down some food in this whale and shark, and that we got in the way?
Ooh, good question.
Very good question. Bela, you look over and you see Dashin's body float up to the top of the water, blood everywhere. He looks to be unconscious.
All right. I quickly turn to Belram and I ask him, if I cast a spell, will I stay invisible?
Yes.
Right. Am I within 60 feet of Daz?
60 feet, yes.
Yes. Excellent. I'll
Does
go
your-
ahead.
Bella, your thing gives her greater invisibility?
Hold on, I'm actually looking it up.
I think it's just a regular
Second.
invisibility.
No, you cannot. If you cast it, you will break invisibility.
That's what I thought.
Well,
Still doing it?
I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna use bonus action to cast Healing Word. Daz, you get 5 hit points back. And then, as my action, I'm going to go ahead and cast Water Walk on myself and Belram.
Nice.
Is anyone else within 30 feet of us? Or no?
30 feet?
Yeah.
No. The shark? Actually, no, the shark is underwater. You don't see the shark.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll just go ahead and cast it on me and Belram.
Is that concentration?
No, it's Ritual.
Ritual. What's the casting time on it?
Uh,
Can you do it as an action?
yeah, it's an action.
Okay.
Right, and then I turn to him and I say, we can walk on water, let's go help them. And then I'm going to run towards Daz and Vera in the direction Carrie's going.
Zoldy! Thank you for the... Oh, this guy's time one action. Nice. It lasts for 1 hour. Your water out. So Bellum and Melee, you can water out for 1 hour. Zoldy, thank you for the subscription. Who would you like to give advantage to? Alrighty. And you're gonna run towards him?
I'm gonna
What's your
run
movement?
towards, it's 30 feet.
30? So it's gonna be like
Yes.
it's gonna be 20 to get down and another 10. So you don't quite make it to him.
That's fine.
You get about 10 feet away from him.
Alright.
I checked the rewards list. Looks like the DM needs support. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I get
that'll be
an
my turn.
advantage.
Rude.
All right. Dashin, as you got chomped into and as you get fade unconscious to the pain, as you start to feel your life slipping away, you feel some magical warm powers come over you, and the wounds start sealing up and you come back to life. Give me a constitution check, because you were out. So let's see if you get any levels of exhaustion. 11 sadly fails. You come back to and you take 1 level of exhaustion as
Can I
these
use
wounds.
my reroll?
You can.
Never mind. Darn. 8.
8. Yeah. Use your reroll. You, as the wounds seal them up, but you're racked with pain and exhaustion from this. You take 1 level of exhaustion. But you're back up.
I, coming conscious, underwater beast around us.
Well, you're now at the surface of the water.
Okay,
So-
on the top of the surface, I'm still holding the trident. I would assume
I'll say you won't take any movement to like stand up because you're in water.
Okay. I sent you a DM, by the way, in what's it called? In Zoom.
Oh, I see it.
Is that something I can do right now? Like, just me though?
You're debtful. Is that let me pull up your sheet? Is that like racial feat trait? My computer's so slow. Is that a spell?
Yeah, it's one of the forms of what the trident can do.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. So basically using control water.
Correct.
All right.
Is that
let me
something
see.
that I can do?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it would by the
Yeah.
description of it.
But so you have to concentrate on control water. So you have to concentrate on it, which you're not really concentrating on anything anymore because you went unconscious. So you can concentrate on it, and you can control water. You can do when you concentrate on control water, you can do one of these per turn.
Okay. Yeah. Then so I'm going to use control water with my trident of obedient depths and use redirect flow as the form of controlling water to shoot a jet stream out of the trident to kind of splash myself up onto the rock where I initially was.
All right.
So I'm aiming my trident away and kind of using it to.
Which rock are you going to?
Well, I was going to the other one because I looked closer there, but upon further inspection, I think I'm closer to this one. So I would camera north and try to propel myself up onto the rock to my south.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Yeah.
And so you can propel yourself to the rock, and then you use your movement to get on top. That's fine. We can allow that.
Okay.
And you're now concentrating on control water, so just remember every time you can do something with this as an action to do so.
Okay. And
You still have your bonus actions. You can give your barter's concentration if you like to.
right.
Pretty much. I don't know what your range is on that.
I would like to unequip my trident and equip my my loot.
I mean, it's a free action equip and all that stuff. So.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that.
Only time it really matters in the estate that is like Ziggy, if he has his shield, it takes 2 hands to wield his arrow, so you can't do both. All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Unless you want to do your bardic inspiration, you do have that.
I do, but I feel like he's really
Got it.
torn up, so he's just kind of almost prone up there. Like it was a
That's
lot of
fair.
energy just to get away.
That's fair. Vera, you're up. And then
I do.
Ziggy, you'll be on deck after Vera at some point.
I do want to iterate that I did unequip my shield for the
Yep.
time being since I'm holding on to the rope, and I did take that into account when you attacked me earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I still can't do anything from here.
You can hold your reaction to make an attack when he gets close.
I will. Bonus action. You're going to, it's probably a very bad idea, but I'm scared and holding the water and I'm not good at, swimming. I haven't, like, learned enough on how to do this yet. I'm going to, I'm going to cast, Thunder Smite on my, my longsword. You're gonna see it vibrate and then have little shocks of lightning go along the edge, and I'm going to hold my attack for when one of those things get close to me.
Got it. All right. Speaking of, it's the whale's turn as it comes charging at you. You can use your opportunity attack on it, or your ready to action. 27 hits. Is that
That's a
natural
natural 20.
Very nice.
Alrighty, fun. Oh, it automatically did it as a crit. Okay, so I didn't have to click that. But I do have to click for the... That's 13 normal damage. And 7 thunder damage. And I need a strength saving throw from the whale.
What's the total damage?
Oh, shit. Total. 20.
20 total? Got it.
Yep.
Straight
For
saving
being
throw.
Yes.
Yeah, for being all cold and shivery in the water, you definitely delivered.
That would be a 13.
Fail. It was for a strength save 16. He is probably can't be knocked prone, but he is pushed 10 feet away from me.
10 feet away from you. All right. It's going to... dive underwater. Leave your arrow up for opportunity attack carry.
Yep, I'm gonna take it.
Yep.
Short sword. Ooh, that's 24 to hit.
24 hits.
And 9 damage. I imagine I don't get sneak attack.
Nope. Because
Yeah.
because Varen pushed 10 feet away from her. So if
Yeah.
she did not, you would have had your sneak attack. All right. It's gonna be the Dragonelle. It's gonna come and do. It's gonna lift up off the ground, come in. And fly over here by doing a flyby. 8 misses. But the 21 hits Ziggy. And this is going to be 9 points of slashing damage as it slashes with its claws as it's doing as it does its flyby coming through. And with the flyby, it does not provoke opportunity attacks. And it's kind of like on the other side now, in the air. Ziggy, you're up. And then Bellworm, you're on deck.
So is the dragon melee distance from Stardust at all?
What's the melee distance for?
I mean, I think it's just a regular old, like, it doesn't have, like, reach or anything.
How do you get that dragon?
Man. next level, Stardust grows wings. This would have been real handy. Would have been real handy.
All right. No, sadly, he's not in range of Stardust.
All right. Well, he'll continue to like kind of. He's like wrapped, kind of like around my legs, growling ferociously at the dragon. And I think I'm just gonna have to swing around and shoot the dragon some more. I don't think I can do much else. Let me think if I've got anything fun. No, that would be more of a. That's a bonus action.
What you doing? That's why I say you're on deck.
Yeah, so if I'm concentrating on a spell, I can't cast another spell, even if it's like a bonus action.
As long as it's not another spell that's concentration. If you're concentrating on a spell, you can't cast another spell that requires concentration.
Okay.
You can still cast other spells.
All right, that messes me up. Okay, well, yeah, I'll just shoot a couple arrows. I was just trying to think of anything I could do with my bonus action. Okay, go away.
If you click on your character sheet, and there's actions, and if you click the bonus action select tab, it tells you what you can do as a bonus action.
Right. Okay. Go away. Yeah, I'm just gonna do some classic arrow attacks. First one is 25. I'll assume that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
I rolled a low, so I'm going to use my Piercer trait to re-roll that. Ah, good. So 8 plus 7 is 15, plus my Hunter's Mark is 2 for 17, plus we'll infuse this one for 1 point of damage. So 18 on that first hit.
Very nice. Is that your +3 arrows?
Yeah.
How many more of those you got left?
Well, no, this is the longbow of the healing hearth. Just
yeah,
produces...
never mind. It animates. That's right.
Yeah.
I forget.
So I'm just always have +3 arrows now. Once again, it was probably a bad idea to get this, but I'm using it. Let's see. Second attack is 29.
That hits. That was a natural 20, was it?
It was not. It was close though. 8 points of piercing damage, and I will go ahead and add my Hunter's Mark to that for an additional 2, so 10 points on the second attack.
Very nice. As you release it, it's barely staying afloat at this point.
Awesome.
And this your action. You have your bonus action. You do anything?
I can't. I have not. I don't think there's anything that's too useful I can do with my bonus action. So, I mean, I could command. I mean, my Drake doesn't even really have it's not a swimming animal.
All right. We'll just go to Belram then. Belram, you're up.
Yeah.
Carry, you're on deck.
Yeah. Belram is just there.
And she told you you can walk on water too.
That would be magic, correct? Belram doesn't know. Yeah.
You just made someone invisible.
No, the weapon that I did helped her camouflage herself. That is correct. Hey man, it's not me, it's the weapon. Well, anyways, on to I am yelling out at the top of my lungs to try to get the attention of the flying dragon thingy. Dragonelle. The dragon, because I don't know what it is. It's the dragon, as far as I know. To try to get it to come over at me. And unless there's someone who goes after me, then I am done with my turn. Hopefully it's coming over towards me.
Got it. What are you saying to it?
come try something that's actually worth it. If you feel you're up to it.
It turns to you. It looks at your head. It looks at you and cots its head. You hear in your head, I remember you.
Oh.
And next time, could you taunt it without actually insulting me at the same time?
Is that your
I
turn?
would request inspiration because my character loves jokes at everyone's expense.
Is that your turn, Belram? Is that what you're doing?
I mean, if I could respond.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, because we're talking. From the fort, you're free, are you not?
He doesn't respond to that.
Okay. Then I'm done.
Carrie.
I see that Mela is now miraculously walking on water, and I start doggy paddling towards her. Help me! Help! Help! Oh, Mela?
Oh, you're going towards Mela. "15 feet gets you right to her.
I will not try to drag her under the water because that's not good swimming etiquette. So I'll just sort of hang out there and be like, "Help! Help!
Give me
Please
an
help."
athletics. Give me another athletics check. Actually, I
Athletics.
keep forgetting because you're not walking on water.
No, that's a 7.
As you're trying to paddle, you get dragged this way.
Help! Please. Can I use double dash? Oh no, that'd be single dash. To go back to Mela, if I can.
All right. Give me an athletics check as you're trying to paddle.
Oh, good. Oh, don't push me further, please. 15.
All right. Yeah. You use your movement to get there.
Yep,
As
I
you're just like-
will stay there. Help! Help me! That's all I can do.
Mela, as you see Carrie coming, the blood trailing from Mela behind, the shark lunges at Carrie because
Oh my God.
she is bleeding and is gonna make. It has advantage on melee attacks any creature that doesn't have all its hit points. So it's
That's
gonna
me.
Make an advantage attack bite. 2 13s plus all that. It's 22 to hit.
Yeah. I was gonna say +2. No. No.
24 points of piercing damage as it comes in, clonks down on the side of you. Take a nice hunk out of your side, Carrie. And you swear, Melee, you swear a piece of Carrie's kind of ripped off. But then you look and it's like most of her clothing that she has. Melee, you're up.
I like this armor.
I'll say you
I immediately bend down and grab her. I don't know if that will count as my action, but if it does, that's fine.
I mean, she's right next to you. You can go down and touch her. Are you trying to pull her up or something?
Yeah. I want to try and pull her out of the water as much as I can. I'm only a couple inches taller than her, but I'm going to do my best.
Well, walking water, you're just walking on top of the water.
Yes.
So you're not floating above it. So you can just help keep her out of the water as much as possible, sure, but
That's what I'm gonna try and do. And I'm also gonna cast Healing Word on her.
I mean, you're touching her, so you can do cure wounds.
I think I. Oh. Okay.
Cure wounds is more health. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. I'll cast Cure Wounds real quick. All right, 7 hit points back.
Thank you.
And you can still do healing word if you want as a bonus action.
I don't know if this would be possible. Would it be possible for me to kind of like, with, I don't know, like carry her over to the rock that I had just left?
You still have your movement, so you have to drag her, and I will say because she's a willing participant, so it's gonna be half your movement, which is you have 30 feet.
Hmm.
You can drag her back, and you're pulling her out, so it's not her. Well, actually, she's allowing you. So if you pull her out of the way, and since she's allowing you to pull her, she'll take an opportunity attack.
The shark is?
On me?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
Just get me out of here.
Natural 19.
Don't worry if it bites off my leg. What? Did you say nat 20?
Natural 19.
Oh my god, yep. Okay, at least it's not a nat 20.
Never tell the DM no matter what.
21 points of damage.
I'm down. I lose a leg.
No, 21. So you should have one
sorry,
hit point
yep,
left.
I've got 1 hit point, yep.
But blood is gushing out of her at melee as you're pulling her out. And you can pull her up with your movement. That was 5 feet. You have 10 more feet, so you can put her on the rock if you like.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
And then do I still have my bonus action?
I'm saying your bonus action was to pull her.
Okay. Cool beans.
That's
And
me.
that's all I can do.
Actually, no. Yeah, go ahead and have your bonus action. It's fine. Go ahead and have it. Because you're just dragging her. And then you still have one hand free if you need to do semantics or whatever. So, yeah, go ahead.
Is the shark above water or is he still below?
It's like on the surface. He's like swimming right there. It's like he's
So I can
not
sort of see
sitting
it?
on top, but it's like, yeah, you can still see it, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon and try and hit him on the head.
All right.
Okay, that's 21 to hit.
Hits.
And 10 force damage.
10 force damage.
Yes.
Got it.
And that'll be my turn.
Dashing. I forgot to tell you you're on deck, but Dashin, you're up,
You're
and
good. I
Vera,
am ready.
Vera, you're on deck.
So Dashin's gonna kind of clamber up into a stance, obviously shook and pretty exhausted from the events that have already transpired. Copy on the chat message. First off, I'm gonna do motivational speech. That is allies within 60 feet. So DM, does that reach Vera?
It'll reach everybody except Ziggy.
Perfect. And my motivational speech, no matter what I say, has effect. Is that correct? Am I understanding that correctly?
Is it allies or everybody? I
It
think it's
says-
just allies.
Yeah, I just clicked off of it to click on the bonus second half of my turn. You address allies, staff, or innocent bystanders to exhort and inspire them to greatness, whether they have anything to get excited about or not. Choose up to 5 creatures within range that can hear you. For the duration, each affected creature gains 5 temporary hit points and has advantage on wisdom saving throws. If they are hit by an attack, they gain advantage on their next attack.
Okay. So yeah, you determine who gets it.
Okay, well then I would like to cast it upon my Belram, Mila, Vera, and Carrie. And so Dashin's going to stand up at the edge of this small cliffside and say, "Remember, everyone, while you may be short, you are also small." And that is his motivational speech for you. And then with my bonus action, I would like to cast Bardic Inspiration on Mila, who's right below us there. I believe, is she, or is that Carrie that's down there still?
It's me,
Okay.
Mela.
So he's gonna, after that speech, he's got the loot just held in one hand. He's gonna cough and clear his throat, and he starts to strum it, and he says, "In Mila's grace, where kindness sings, Mishical's light and healing it brings. A kinder's heart with hope that springs." That's his Bardic Inspiration. That's my turn.
You.
If you didn't already have Dean's inspiration, I would give it to you for that, but you already have it, so. That was awesome. So you get Bardic Inspiration. I think it's a D8 or D4.
Correct. It's one additional D8 on any one thing on their turn, be it an attack, a
Ability
saving
check.
throw. Yep, correct.
Ability check, yep. Sweet. Vera,
Same
you're
as normal,
up.
can be used after seeing the initial roll, but not before knowing the outcome of the roll.
Vera, you're up.
The heck are you doing poems in the middle of battle? I have no reason to be in the water anymore because Kiri is not, so I would like to climb back up.
Give me an athletics check.
Considering how badly I've been rolling, I'm going to use my nat 20 reward.
All right, cool. As you're going to turn around to pull yourself up, as you get to the rock to pull yourself up, as you trying to pull up, your grappling hook comes untied and falls down because it wasn't very secure, but you're able to hold onto the water as the rushing water's trying to pull you off of it. So it'll take the rest of your movement just to get up top.
That's fine. It's
This
a
is
bad
fun.
idea, bad idea, bad idea. And
With that, you lost your grappling hook and rope
all right.
as it goes falling down the current because you had to take both hands to keep you from getting washed away.
All right. I assume that took my action.
I'll say it was a bonus action.
Well, I'll just ready my action to. Oh no, I'm just going to, because I didn't have my shield equipped. I'm putting my shield back on.
Okay. Equipping your shield and sword. Got it.
Yep, yep.
Alrighty. The whale's going to come out. Since the only target in the water right now is the shark, he's going to make an attack on the shark.
Hey, yo.
I mean, they're not like friends or anything, so might as well. 20 hits the shark. Yes, it does. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Where's my other D4? Oh, wait. D6. So 22 points of damage to the shark. as it bites into the shark, and now they're fighting in the water in front of you. It's going to fly by on Belram. Twice. And it's going to make 2 rend attacks on Belram. The first one, what do I have? Do I have? No. The first one's a natural 1. Even though it is a flyby, so you wouldn't get opportunity attack. I'm going to give you opportunity attack because one of them is a 1. And the next one is a 21. So one of them hit, so you can get your attack in, Belram.
All right. That's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Take 16 points of damage.
And you take 10.
What kind of damage, please?
That is
Slashing?
Slashing, yep.
Perfect. Thank you.
You did how much damage?
I did 16.
All right. As he comes down for the flyby on the second one, as it comes in, it kind of misjudges it, and it hits his feet across the rock there. And as you come down, how would you like to do this against the dragon now?
Well, since it's swooping down at me and my adze is swinging up at it, it's chopping something off. You get to pick what
No,
part
you do
of it,
it.
whether...
Describe it.
Excellent. So, yeah, he's, as it's swooping down, one of its wings just happens to come a little bit too close, and the adze just shears it right off. And then it just starts spiraling into the water, past B, I guess.
As you shear off the wing flops away over here, and it gets taken with the current.
Well, don't forget to mention all the bleeding from the arrow damage. That took him down pretty good too.
All right, Siggy, you're up, and then Belram, you're on deck.
Didn't Belram just go?
No, he had his
That was
opportunity. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, good. You killed him, took him out with an opportunity attack. Nice. I guess I should pay attention. So what's
That'd be
remaining?
nice. Looks like the shark and the whale are kind of like in fighting each other.
His dragon's wing got so far away.
Because he chopped it off and the current took it.
The shark and whale are fighting each other? Cool. Are they visible or are they underwater?
They're on top of the water, yeah. You can see them.
Okay. I will transfer my hunter's mark to Shamu. That's an old reference. I guess that's an 80s, 90s killer whale reference. I'll transfer my hunter's mark to the blackfish there, and fire a couple arrows in this direction.
Got it.
Let's see. First arrow is just a 20.
20 hits.
All right. We will do. Let's. I'm gonna use piercing. I'm gonna re-roll that. Yes. 15 points of piercing damage.
Just give me the
Another
total.
2 from the hunter's mark. 17. We'll have to talk it out, or I'll forget. And then the infusion. I did 20 points on that one.
20 total?
Yep.
Got it.
Is it still up?
Yeah. As you sink that arrow into blood splatters out, this blood is like pouring off the side. Now it's bloody.
All right, let's sink one more arrow into it.
Oh, that was actually hold
Ooh.
on. That was the wrong one. Hold on. Let me make sure I
Okay.
tell you accurately. It's still bloody actually. So
Okay. Well, does a 15 hit it?
yes.
Okay. Then we did 12 piercing damage plus the hunter's mark. 15 piercing damage altogether.
You got it. And blood's seeping right out of the.
Nice whale.
Yeah. Whatever. Screw you. Belram! You can carry. You're on deck.
Ah, wow. Let's see. I actually am still too far away from everything that is here.
No, it's close
So-
enough for your javelin now.
Is it 5, 10, 15? Oh, okay. I mean, hey, great. I
yeah.
am tossing half of my javelin. So here's throw number 1. Ooh, do I rage? Because I did get attacked, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I did get attacked. All right, hold on. Let me get the wild magic tape.
So you're raging.
Already.
Got it.
I am. It's a waste, but
I guess you're not concentrating on the thing anymore.
yeah, it's gone. So that's crossed off. And what do we need? D8. 1. 30 feet. So Shamu, I got the reference, Iki. And the shark both need to do a con save, please.
Con save.
Yes.
The shark does.
Ah. Yeah, they're within 30 feet of each other. Yes, they do.
Oh, both of them do. Okay, got it.
Actually, hold on. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, they are. 20, 30. And Ziggy is out of range, right? He's more than 30 feet away from me.
30 feet. Yeah,
Wait, that's not
yeah.
Who's,
Ziggy's all the way on the other side. So
Oh,
Ziggy's.
is that Vera?
Vera
Who's
is
on the island?
That's Vera.
That's me.
Is Vera more than 30 away?
5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Yeah, more than 30.
Perfect. Okay, so yeah, the 2 creatures that are still in the water. Oh, con save.
All right. The well.
And your number
Well-
is 13.
Will got a 22.
Made it.
13?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
And I
12.
get temporary hit points.
The shark failed with a 12.
All right, so it's going to take a necrotic, 1d12.
Which one is this one?
Necrotic. So the shark you said failed?
Yeah.
Take 6 points necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, which wild magic one is this one?
Oh, number 1. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 necrotic damage.
I think it's the
You
first
also
time
gain
you had that
temporary
one.
hit points. First time, I know.
Oh.
You also gain temporary hit points equal to 1d12 plus your barbarian level. So I'm going to heal myself, or get temporary, I should say. 1d12 plus, what are we, 5? Oh, 1. Yay! I got 6 temp. That's too much, but okay.
Yeah.
Hey, temp is temp. And then
Or
they're
hurl.
both still alive, I assume.
Yes.
Great.
Well, the
Yeah,
whale
I'm-
saved, but the shark did not save, so.
Right. Javelin number 1 for an unnat 20.
You throw it at the shark or the whale?
Let's hit that shark.
Got it.
And then damage. Well, that doesn't do much. 8 points of damage.
Nice. How many javelins do you have?
I only have 2, so this is my last one.
All right. As
I
you
believe Carrie has all the javelins. And that's a hit with a 23.
That hits. At the shark still.
10 more.
Yep. Nice. As both javelins go, blood splatters everywhere across the rock in front of you. And is that your turn?
That is all.
Carrie, you're up.
Yep, now that I've been helped up out of the water, I sort of flop almost onto my belly and just, ugh, why is it always me? And then reach into the bag of holding and take out the 2 potions of greater healing.
Uh-huh.
And I pass one to Daz. Looks like you need one of these too.
So you pass one to Daz as a bonus action, and you take your action and drink the other one?
Yes.
Got it. So, Dashin, you get a potion of greater healing in your hand, like handed to you, if you choose to
Which
take
is
it.
44 plus 4.
Well, you don't get to drink it yet. It's in your hand.
I don't get to drink it yet. Carrie gets to drink it, though. Okay.
Yeah, she pulled out 2. It's a bonus action to hand one, but it's an action to drink it. So,
That's all I can do.
Actually, I'll say you still have your reaction, right? So I'll say if you want to use your reaction, I'll let you drink it. Dashin.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay. Since you still have your reaction, I'll allow you to do that.
4d4s?
Yep. 4d4 is plus 4, right?
11. But thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. So you get 11 hit points back, Dashin, as the warm feeling of the healing potion goes into your bodies. It's just...
And I'll kind of look at Belram as he's just firing off all these javelins. Give me a minute. I'll get you some more. Give me a minute.
Oh, yeah, that definitely hits. And it's going to do... Well, that's not a great roll. 15. Alrighty. And the shark is going to make a dive down below. It's going to get an opportunity attack from the well. And that's definitely going to hit. All low rolls. So the giant shark takes 15 points of damage. Looking rough, but it's now dived underwater. Melee, you're up. Destin, you're on deck. Melee, you're still standing on top of the water.
Yes, so my first thing I'm going to do is climb back up onto the rock with the others.
Just give me an athletics check.
Okay. You said athletics?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 3.
As you try to climb up, the rock breaks down, and you fall back down. You're still on top of the water, but you don't quite get able to climb back up. You lost your footing.
Okay. Can I try one more time? Can I use my action to climb up?
Sure. Well, yes. So it'd be... Yeah, go ahead. I'll let it be your bonus action.
Okay, so I do need to make another athletics. Okay. A total of 9.
Again, as you get to the top, I'll say you don't fall all the way back down. You just you're kind of like holding yourself as the rock you went to go to climb up for that last one breaks off, and you're just kind of holding there steady on the side of the cliff.
Okay. Uh,
The DC was 10. You still rolled a 9.
yeah. That will be my turn. I think I'll just try and cling to the rock.
Alright.
Wait, can I use inspiration for that?
Yeah,
Just
you can
remember
re-roll.
that, sorry.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
re-roll it.
So it's a what? A D8?
No, DC was 10. So you can re-roll it.
Well, with inspiration. Didn't you
Inspiration.
say it was a D8?
Oh, you also have your DM's inspiration too. You also have your bardic inspiration and your DM's inspiration.
Yeah, the bardic inspiration.
Yeah, roll a D8. Yep.
Okay, so just D8?
Yep.
Or with athletics?
Yeah. Yeah. So just add a D8 to add to that roll,
Okay.
which you should be able to see. Well, make sure you say it when you roll.
Okay. I don't know how to do this,
Just roll a D8
Okay.
from the dice on the left.
That's 3.
3. So you got a 12. So you're able to climb up.
Okay, huzzah.
And Dashin, you feel the bardic inspiration being used, and you're up.
Yay, that'll be my turn.
And we've lost sight of the
Shark,
shark,
but you
correct?
still see the killer whale.
and it does cost me an action to drink the potion. This is correct. Oh no, I already drank that. I'm sorry. I already drank it.
Yeah, use your
my
reaction to drink it.
Wonderful. I would like to shift the effects of my control water. So, because I was playing my lute at the last time,
Mhm.
and while he is going to continue playing the lute, he's going to pull out the trident and, extend it, plant it on the ground in front of him so that he can play the flute while continuing to strum his lute. And that is going to shift his control water into a whirlpool effect that would be formed underneath the whale at the center of the whirlpool.
And
According to control water, it's a 25-foot radius. 5
Okay.
foot at the bottom, 25 at the top, whales at the center.
and the whirlpool does
No damage until the beast's turn.
Alright,
Whatever
okay.
begins its turn or ends
It
its
gets
turn.
pulled. Okay, yeah,
Correct. And half movement damage or half movement.
got it.
And then I will continue my bardic inspiration onto Belram this time, who is hurling these javelins through the air moments ago. To which she says, he sings rather. In Belram's world, the beard is a jest. Short and stunted, not the best. Barbarian's might wields an axe so small. A dwarf with peach fuzz, more of a kitten than a brawl. This is bardic inspiration for you.
Is that inspiring though? Is it?
All right, Vera, you're up.
He doesn't know Belram, so
It's
He thinks it
inspiring
is.
rage. It's
True.
inspiring
Well, I mean,
his rage.
it inspires something.
I am going to step to the middle of this platform instead of there at the edge, and just ready my action to attack if anything comes after me. I'm good right here.
Got it. All right, it is Killer Whale's turn, so it has to make your DC 16 save. I will use the advantage that Izoldi just gave me to roll this with advantage. It doesn't help. I rolled a natural 1 and a natural 2.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What does it
Thank
do?
you, Zaldi. It was perfect, Zaldi.
2d8s of bludgeoning.
All right, roll the 2d8s.
Eight.
Nice.
That's 8 total.
Correct. A 3 and a 5.
All right. And it, All right, it's going to try to swim out, making an athletics check to do so, which is strength. Strength is pretty good.
You have a disadvantage on strength checks in the world.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
One was a 19, so that's going to be discarded for a 10, which is 14, and your DC is 16. It is unable to swim out of it, as it's kind of twirling in this whirlpool. Does it take any more damage, or is it just initial? This occurs each round, so next round it'll happen again. Got it. Alrighty, Dragonlance dead. Ziggy, you're up. It's your turn, and Bellroom, you're on deck. Ziggy, you see a whirlpool in this whale is trying to get out of it.
You're muted, Ziggy.
Thank you. I can target the whale. It's not underwater or anything.
No, it's kind of swirling down.
Swirling around. All right. Yeah.
Swirling down under the water. So
Okay.
it's kind of, for flavor, it's kind of hitting the rocks below it.
Well, I'll toss a couple arrows its way.
All right. Now we'll say it would be disadvantaged because the way it's flopping around.
Okay. Well, first roll was 24. Second roll was 19. Does a 19 hit?
19 still hits.
Okay. Let's do 14 plus Hunter's Mark.
It doesn't matter. I have 4 hit points. So how would you like to kill this flopping around whale as
it's flopping around, I'm like eagle eyeing it, and this arrow just shoots, and as it's spinning around, it's just like right into the blowhole, like directly through the blowhole, and eviscerates this thing's lungs, comes out the other side, and then the whirlpool just kind of takes the rest of it down, and just like it's a fish in a blender, just destroys it on the rocks, and the whole river is just filled with chunks of blood of orca.
The water gets rushed away with blood chunks of all across the river, or the raging water down. Whirlpool's still happening, but I'll put something there to signal that. We'll say that's a whirlpool. Alrighty. Belron, you're up.
I mean, there's nothing left, right?
You don't see anything right now, nope. A bunch of chunks of the creatures there.
Yeah. Carrie. Are you
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah. There's still a shot somewhere.
Mela, help her. Vera! I'm calling out to Vera.
Yes, Dastion, I'm okay too. Don't worry.
Vera?
I'm good.
Are you guys still alive over there?
Why didn't you use the dragon as bait?
Alright, we're still in combat, so Belron, what are you doing?
Unless I see an enemy, which I don't, dropping rage and just looking around, making sure that there are no other creatures that are going to attack us.
So you're going to hold your action to use your reaction for anything, in case anything gets near you?
That is correct.
Got it. Top of the round, Carrie.
Yeah, I'll sort of shuffle around Mela and reach into the bag of holding and grab out 3 javelins
Got it.
and pass them over to Bellerum.
Alright. You get 3 javelins, Belron. I'm assuming you get up and walk over to him.
Yeah.
Very thin, so give me a dexterity check.
If I fail this, I do not deserve to be a
Failed.
rogue. Yay, 19.
All right, cool. And you're able to walk over and hand him 3 javelins.
Would that be action bonus action or?
Yeah, action to pull it out of the bag. You had him in a bag of holding, right? So it'd be an action to pull
Yeah.
him out and bonus action to hand him.
Cool. Okay, that's me.
All right. Vera, give me a perception check.
23.
You hear coming out of the water, the shark coming up to attack you, and it's gonna make an attack on you. And I am going to burn my D6 to try to hit you, because your AC is much higher now.
I still have my held action.
Yeah, it's fine.
And if you get hit, your motivational speech will allow you to get advantage on your next attack.
What's your total AC right now?
20.
20 just hits. All right. That's not
Rolled a
your stat.
15 to hit.
All right. 15 will hit. So basically, y'all hitting at the same time.
11.
11. You deal 11 points of damage, and you take 22 points of piercing damage. And I need you to give me an athletics check.
Check or save?
Yeah,
Oh,
safe.
this
Sorry.
athletics.
All right. Give me a dexterity saving throw. We can do that.
Oh, but I just rolled athletics and I rolled.
Okay, that's fine. You're
Okay, 25.
All right. I'll allow it. As it bites into you, it's just same as before, like Vera or Carrie. It's trying to pull you in, but you're able to shrug it off with your shield, and it dives back into the water on the other side, out of view. As you slice under it with your sword, too. Or I guess you get it on the back end as it going across. You slice it off. Dies it. Mela, you're up. And Gestion, you're on deck.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Healing Word on Carrie.
Thank you.
Right now, spell slots, ain't you?
I'm doing okay.
You still have your spiritual weapon out there, by the way.
Yes, I'm gonna keep it up for now.
Got it.
And that is all I'm going to do right now.
All right. Gestion.
I guess I'm just going to cast or to continue my bardic inspiration. Belram still has one, so I will recast for. I can't reach Vera across the way, so let me also.
Make sure you keep
Inspire
track. You have 5 of those per short rest, by the way.
Yeah, and I've done 2. So the third one will be going to Carrie. I don't have a song ready this one.
You stabbed me in the neck.
You slit my throat. It broke my heart.
All right. You do anything for your action?
Now holding action, I suppose.
All right. Holding action for what?
To dodge, not to fight back.
All right. The dodge, so they have disadvantage on attacks if they choose to attack you.
Okay.
All right. Vera. So you don't have to hold for dodge. You just take the dodge action. So you're preparing for anything that might jump out at you. So Vera, you're up.
I'm just gonna hold my attack again if he comes back.
All right. It's the best thing you can do. All right. These guys are dead. Ziggy, you're up.
All right. Why? Is there any targets?
You don't see any. You just see the shark jump out and bite at Carrie.
All
Or
right,
sorry, Vera. Sorry, sheesh. Vera, and she was able to stay on the ledge though, so she didn't get pulled under. So basically, your options is like hold actions to see it, or unless you want to help your teammates with anything.
Was anyone close to death? No. Okay.
Give me a perception check because you are pretty far away.
I did finally 24.
Yeah, you can see a bunch of blood and stuff using from Destin and Carrie. From your angle, everybody. Vera seems to be damaged a little bit, but not where enough where it's completely obvious. And
All right.
Everybody else,
I'm gonna be like,
is fine.
yeah, it's been a while since I shot anybody, and I'm gonna throw a couple of bolts of healing at Carrie.
All right. Make your attack rolls.
Yeah, I think I still need to roll to hit. 21.
Yeah, that hits Carrie.
And that'll give her 11 points of healing.
Well, thank you.
And the second bolt will hit her does 19 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that would be 9 points of healing.
Thank you.
And I believe I need to spend some charges.
You do.
Thingamajig.
I think it's 2 charges taken now for that, or is
Yeah. Yep.
So you want to describe? So this is the first time Destin's seeing this. So Destin, you see Ziggy turn and just take aim at Carrie and shoot Carrie twice with 2 arrows, but instead, you assume you're like he's trying to attack her, and then you see her like see some of the wounds start healing over from this shark. So you kind of maybe puzzled by that, why an arrow is doing the opposite what it's meant to do.
Yeah, I would say like tack arrows, you saw like a blue crackle, kind of as the arrow's shooting out, there's a blue crackle kind of coming off of it. And then all of a sudden now there's let's see, how about a pink, soft kind of...
I was going for like a golden look, but yeah, sure.
Like I'm imagining like some of like a Pokemon healing
oh gosh.
like pink bubbles coming
all
out.
Right, Bellum, you're up.
Gotcha.
Did I just see Ziggy shoot our party member again?
Yeah, you
And
saw him
Carrie
shoot a party
specifically.
member, but you also see the same thing that Destin saw.
No, I just saw 2 arrows come flying.
2 arrows of pink, blue coming out.
Oh, so you poisoned them. All right. We'll take care of you in a minute. I still see no shark or anything. I saw something jump out and attack Vera and then go back under the water, right? So there's nothing I can do. Got javelins in hand, holding action. If it becomes visible, I am attacking it with the javs.
Got it. Then we're back at the top of the round. Carrie.
Yep. This is actually the first time that Ziggy has used the healing arrows on Carrie, I believe. So when he swings around and aims the bow at her, she's like, "Oh, what? No! Ah! Oh shit! Oh."
And then the arrows vanished too that was in you, so.
That's some magical shit. Yeah, I can't really do anything either, so I will prepare a short bow attack.
Okay.
Hold action, that's the word. For when the Sharky comes out again.
Got it. Ziggy, give me a perception check.
did 20.
20. As you see the blood from the attacks you suffered earlier, it's going off the side of the rocks into the water, as the shark now comes out to attack you. Disadvantage because you do not have all its hit points. That is. That is 23 to hit. What you guys' ranges to try to attack?
80 feet.
All right.
30 to 120.
24 points of piercing damage, Ziggy. And you said 80 feet?
Yeah,
Carrie?
80 feet for me.
Is that the max range or?
That's without disadvantage. 320 is max.
Oh, okay. He's just 80 feet from you, so you can get your attack. Belrum, you have to roll with disadvantage.
Yep, but I now have an enemy that I could attack, so I'm wicked pissed because Ziggy just shot.
So you're raging?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. Well, you're holding your action to attack, so you have your javelin attack.
Oh, you're right, so I can't. I've got...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was 21 for me to hit.
But
Yeah,
you do
21.
have bardic inspiration and motivational speech on you too, Belram.
Yeah, I don't think Belram knows what that is.
But you're
Uh,
inspired by it. That's all. that
Carrie,
matters.
what's your damage?
7, would that be counted as a sneak attack?
I would say so because it's active making attack on Ziggy, so yeah.
Yeah, so 15 total.
15, you got it. Bellum, what is your attack?
It was 19 to hit and 10 points of damage. If the 19 hit.
19 with a disadvantage?
Yep, and a 10 to hit, or 10 points damage.
All right. That's crazy.
Damn.
Bellum, how would you like to kill the shark with a javelin?
No, I don't get my second one.
Yeah, it had 5 hit points after Carrie's attack.
Ooh, nice, Carrie. You should have let me go first so you could have gotten the kill.
Actually, technically it would be because you went before Carrie. So
There you go,
I'll
Carrie,
give
you
it.
got the kill.
Yeah,
Give it a
Carrie. Carrie, you have. How would
I'll
you
take
like to do this? Because technically, yeah, yours would have happened. It all happens at the same time, but technically, Belron was before you. So yeah, we'll do it that way. So Carrie, how would you like to do this?
Let's see. I don't think it's on the right angle for that. I was going to say shoot it through the mouth, but it's the wrong angle. Shoot it through the eye, through the weird shark eye.
Yeah, shoot it through the eye and it comes out the other side.
Through both
So
eyes.
as it jumps up to, as it's clumping down on Ziggy, getting ready to pull it underwater like it did to you, you shoot your arrow, goes right through your eye, out the other, and almost at the same instance of it biting into Ziggy, it flops. Ziggy, you feel the grip on you just come loose, and it just flops in the water and drifts off. Now I say that's a good spot to take our break for tonight. So that was pretty cool battle, guys. So guys, we'll be right back for the aftermath of this, and we'll see you when we get back, guys. Grab your goblet or go back, take what I gotta say. Take your break, go grab something to eat and what have you, and we'll be back, guys. Welcome back. Sorry, I totally didn't realize we ran out of time. As you settle in after the fight, check yourselves. You don't appear to see any immediate danger in the vicinity, but you are kind of trapped right now. So
That sucked.
I suppose I would keep blowing on my flute to create some part water pathways for the party to assemble.
How long does it last though? Like 1
It's-
minute?
Yeah, the entire spell or the entire action of control water with the item is a 10-minute duration.
All 10 minute? Okay.
And we've done 4. I've used it with 4 turns, so I would
So-
say there's about 6 minutes worth of.
Yeah.
Is that
no.
adequate?
No, 10 rounds is 1 minute, so you haven't even used a minute of it yet.
Oh.
We went 6 rounds, so you still would take like 4 more rounds for 1 minute is used. So for simplicity purposes, so say you have 9 minutes left of it, and if you like to do that, I'll allow it. Yeah, it takes 10 minutes. There's restrictions on it or what have you for that? Let's see. You make a
Part water. Yeah. Cause water in an area to move apart and create a trench. The trench extends across the spell's area, and the separated water forms a wall on either side. The trench remains until the spell ends, or you choose a different effect. The water then slowly fills the trench over the course of a round until the normal water level is restored. And I've got a range of 300 feet.
Well, we still have the encounter thing set up, so we can kind of go through that, I guess. So we ended on the shark's turn. Mela, your part water or your walk on waters last 10 minutes, right?
No, it lasts an hour.
Lasts an hour. So yeah, we can say initially to figure out how y'all want to do this, because Mela, if you have any more spell slots, you can probably do that again to the other 2 people, and then you can just walk across. So Mela, you're up. What do you want to do for your action and reaction, or action and bonus action? So we'll just stay in that. If y'all want to figure out a way, keep it nice and simple, not breaking any rules, whatever. So what do you want to do for your turn, Mela, since you are able to walk on water?
Yeah, sure, I'll go ahead and cast Walk on Water on Kiri and Daz as well. Water walk.
You're not. So if you recast, you gotta choose new targets.
Okay, so I guess I'll just do the 4 of us on the rock.
Doing all 4. All right.
Yeah.
So y'all want to leave this one and go to somewhere else? Where y'all want to go?
That's the idea, right? We can't stay here. Guess we better
No.
go grab Carrot. No, oh my god, now I'm doing it. Vera and Ziggy.
All right. And all right. So you guys can now walk on water. But I don't know what y'all want to do. So do you want to start walking, Mela, with your movement?
Yeah, I'll start walking to the rock that has Vera on it.
What's your movement? 35.
30.
Get you about right there. Dashing. You are able to walk on water thanks to Mela. But you can do yours if y'all want to get on the same rock as whichever rock you want to get to. You make a tunnel with your thing.
I'll follow Mela.
All right, and you have 30 also.
Correct.
And you have your action and bonus action still.
Pass.
All right. Vera. Anything you want to do?
What are you guys doing? Stay over there! What if there's more fish? I can't really do anything else.
All right. Ziggy. You seen these people just kind of start walking on water?
Yeah, I'm gonna call out, hey, did you guys see that dragon? Did anyone get some measure on that?
All right, Belron.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any way to. Sorry, I don't have any way to I don't think I have anything interesting to walk on water, so I'm just gonna watch my team and hope they know what's up. I did have one question though. Can I aim my little healing bow arrows like at my foot?
It'd be disadvantage because it's a ranged attack.
That's what I was thinking. But like, it's a ranged attack on like a target I can hold still or whatever.
Does it specifically say though?
That's a good question.
I don't think you can do it to yourself. I think it specifically says another target other than yourself or something like that. Meanwhile, we'll go to Belram.
Belram is astounded at the skills that Kenders have.
Are you going to follow him?
Dwarves cannot walk on water.
You're... Oh, did we get out of order? We did get out of order.
I read like the curative arrow doesn't say it necessarily, that it just changes one of my attacks. If theoretically you could attack, you just decide to attack yourself, it should work. But I also read that we've been doing its healing power wrong, and that the target can just spend and roll one of its hit dice.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So it gets a dice plus my wisdom modifier. Which would be
Yeah, that's
pretty
what it
good.
was.
So next time it will be their hit dice plus 3.
That's what I thought it was wrong. But Belram, are you following?
No, dwarves don't walk on water.
Okay. Carrie.
I sort of grab Belram's hand and like, come on, mate, and try to launch him out into the water. Like I jump and try to pull him with me.
You want to push him or just pull him?
No, pull. Grab
All
his
right.
hand and jump off the cliff.
Let's get contested athletics checks. Because I'm sure he's going to resist this.
That's 11.
That's a 4.
Oh!
So Belram's just like looking at the Kinders, all the static and stuff. He just grabbed his hands. Oh!
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, you said athletics? I'm sorry, I did
Yeah.
acrobatics.
Oh, you're gonna win.
Never mind. Yeah, I have a +8 on
Yeah.
athletics. So that's a 27.
All right.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I'm like, how?
Yeah. I'm glad you're holding
So-
my hand, but I'm confused. Why are you holding my hand?
So Carrie is like over the side and holding your hand, and you're looking down at her, and she's just kind of like,
Come on. It's
Like,
fine.
I've got you. I got you. You won't fall. I'm pulling her back up.
No, but look. And I point at the other two that are still walking on the water. We can do that too.
Oh, I'm glad you Kender can. I never knew you could do that.
That's not a Kender thing, mate. It's a spell.
Whoa. Magic?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, Carrie. No.
What?
We've talked about this.
I didn't do it.
Yeldreb redeemed hurt them hard,
Oh my
Bruh.
God. Oh,
and it gave me a
ugh.
D6.
For the
wow.
next combat. Okay, all right. Glad we're not in combat.
I always forget
Yeah.
which one that one is. Hurt them hard is which one?
Oh no, isn't that the? No, that's
Hurt
not the
them-
nat 20.
I think it is.
No, the hurt them hard is the double of damage, I think.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh,
I'm
no,
taking
no,
a
it's-
look. Hurt them hard. No, crit hit on the next attack.
yeah.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Hi, Yeldreb.
Welcome in, Yeldreb. Can I get a shout out for Yeldreb, please?
Aren't you all glad that I brought him over here?
Yeah.
DM will get a critical hit in this attack. Hurt them hard. Right now, they're not in combat with anything other than the environment right now, but they have spells to get around that right now.
Imagine that with that shark. Oh my God.
He says, I am here to help. All right.
The DM.
All right. That was Carrie. So you, Mela.
Yes.
It's your turn.
I am just continuing walking over to Carrie or Vera. Sorry, Vera.
Yeah.
We're all doing it tonight. 30.
It's the Christmas brain fog.
Yeah.
You start climbing up the cliff. So give me an athletics check.
Okay. That's a 15.
You're able to climb up.
Huzzah.
All right, Deshaun. You might have to part the waters for Belram to feel safe.
I tried.
Yeah, I follow Mila over to Vera's rock. Attempt to
Awesome.
climb it if I have that movement.
Yeah, less athletics check.
$19. And then I would like to cast Part Water with my Control Water effect.
All right.
To create some space between the north and south islands there, between the group of 2 and then our group of 3.
There you go. We'll say it's there. It's fine. Short one. Oh, here we go. A lot better. Let's do that one. I have everything, okay? No judgment. I don't have everything. I have a lot of stuff. All right. How far? I mean, you can do a part for a. What's the width of it? I don't think you have any restrictions on that, actually.
Yeah.
All right. It is now parted, so Belram and Kiri, you see them do it. Vera, you're up.
Well, as we're not all going to fit on my tiny rock, I assume the part water was for me. I will head that direction.
Run, Vera.
It's about
I don't
right
know
there.
what's happening. You can make it here.
You want to dash?
Yeah, I'll dash.
Give me an athletic check to get up.
17.
Yeah, you're able to get up. Easy. Easy peasy. Ziggy. Anything special?
Aren't I upstream from them? Like, wasn't the current moving
The other way, yep. Yep.
the other way? So,
You're going to
that's the
dive in
direction
and let the current
water's
take you?
going. Yeah. First, I'm
You're coming in
looking-
super low, by the way.
Oh. Is this better?
Yep.
Sorry about that. I am gonna look Stardust. Look at Stardust. He's gonna look back at me. I'm gonna remember, like, man, in just a few levels, you'd be able to fly us out of here. But whatever. And we're going to do a powerful dive into the water and attempt to swim to the big rock everyone else is on.
Give me an
Performance check for how cool the dive is.
performance
Yeah,
check, and I'm going to need an athletics check to see if you can strong enough to take this
Alright.
current on.
Performance, it's a bit of a belly flop, 9.
Nice.
And then what was it? Athletics?
Yeah. Are you going to unsummon Stardust so you don't have to force him?
No, Stardust is we're in it together. We looked at each other. We did a little fist bump, and then we just both like dived straight in the water, trying to be as cool as possible.
I would just unsummon him, resummon him, but all right.
Yeah, athletics. I rolled a 6. I never try anything. Is what I've learned.
We'll also roll for Stardust.
Sure. So hold on, I can get back over to it. What would you do? Like a
Just a straight modifier. Just roll a d20 and a straight modifier for him.
oh. All right. Okay, so that'd be +3.
And roll me a d4 while you're at it.
He rolled a 5 altogether.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Roll me a d4.
2.
2. You
Go off in a random direction.
thankfully current launches you to, I think, your current destination, you and Stardust. And you both take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you smack your heads onto the rocks.
Well, good thing I had 11 points of hit points left. I sure wish you'd let me shoot myself with my arrow.
Oof.
Anyway, so Stardust is okay, so he catches me, but Ziggy has lapsed into unconsciousness.
Have Stardust give me an athletics check, or dexterity saving throw.
He rolled a 1, a natural 1.
He launches out to grab you, but he's unable to. Does he stay summoned if you're unconscious?
Good question.
I don't think he does.
Drink remains until
I think you're. I don't think he's.
I think he remains like he's a part of the. He's like a companion and stuff like that.
I think you have to be conscious though for it.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't like address this specifically. I don't know.
Let me see.
If you are incapacitated, the Drake can take any action of its own choice, not just dodge.
Oh, okay.
Which I would use to interpret that means he's around. Although is incapacitated the same as unconscious? I don't know.
All right. So we do that. So he is there, but you get swooped off even more. And for flavor, you peer unconscious into the thing.
Plenty of flavor on this.
Yeah. And for flavor, you fall into the parted water. You land on the ground that he is holding. So everybody else, you see an unconscious Ziggy.
Oi, you can't sleep there, mate.
He belly flopped into the water and then somehow ended up over there, down.
Belworm, you're up. You see Ziggy sleeping on the job, baby. Maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do. What can I do? I can't do anything.
Well, the
Yeah,
water's
get used to
parted.
that
You can
for
see the
the-
ground.
Yeah, that's unnatural and against nature.
All
I
right.
didn't expect you to make it this hard for me with all this magic.
And water.
We're in a world that magic doesn't exist.
I mean, it does exist. Just the divine one doesn't supposed to exist.
Oh my God, I gotta do it. I gotta friggin' go get him. Out of everyone, it's him.
Would you?
No, not really.
All right, then you can
I mean,
just stay there.
He is the one who has either him or the elf have killed Lorwyn. So,
He shot Kiri.
Sure.
He shot Kiri in battle a little while ago.
and that's right. Thank you. And he just shot Carrie in battle twice with poison, I believe. I look over at the rest of the party. Do you need a rope?
Actually, you still have Carrie hanging on your arm. We never resolved that.
Oh yeah, I like lift her up. So we're kind of looking at it. I'm like,
Carrie, are you trying to resist it or just...
No, I'm just hanging there.
All right. Bring her back up.
yeah, yeah,
Oi,
she's
oi.
back up here. You okay, Carrie?
Yeah,
Okay. He's not, but you're okay.
I'm good.
Vera, you're okay. Wait, Mela's way over there now.
Yeah, she walked on the water, didn't she?
It's amazing what you can do. If I ever get back, wait till I tell the elders about this.
All right, but that's not actually a.
Carrie, you're up.
Yeah. Decisions to go after Ziggy or after Stardust. I'm gonna hop down from Belrum's arm, and I can't do much. I'll leave it for the healers, and I'll run over to where Stardust is.
Okay.
And how far down is he?
Like 20 feet.
I'll be like, "Oi, Stardust, you right?"
I don't know what he sounds like.
I'll throw a rope down for him and see if that'll help him at all.
I throw a what?
A rope.
Rope. He tries to bite onto it and just bites off a piece of the rope.
Oh, okay, so that's not very helpful, is it? All right. Oi! I just yell generally over my shoulder. We need to get Stardust up here.
All right. Mela.
Right. I'm gonna face palm and sigh very deeply. And then I'm going to jump down to where Ziggy is laying unconscious and walk over to him. And I'm going to just do healing word on him.
So
Use my-
if you go, it's another like 30 feet down to the surface, so you get all the way down, but that's all your movement because he's already water all the way down to the ground.
Okay, that's fine. Am I 60 feet, like far away from him? Within 60 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll cast.
I was just saying you won't be right next to him, but yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, you get 6, Ziggy.
Ziggy, give me a Constitution saving throw as you're coming back to life. You save.
12.
Yeah. Melee, you want to do your action to dash to get onto the other side?
Sure.
Alright.
Yeah,
That gets you to pretty much the bottom of the cliff.
that's fine.
Give me an athletics check to pull up. Or start
Okay.
climbing anyway.
Athletics. Here we go. Ooh, a 16.
Actually, with your walk on water, you can just step one foot into water and unless you ride on up, and then you can use the rest of it to climb up. There you go. That works.
Could do, yeah. Fancy.
So you see everybody sees Melee
Elevator.
just kind of put her foot into the water and just right to the top. That's Sean.
I was trying to look up to see any more details about my swimming, but
Your swimming is the same as your movement. If you're swimming in water and you don't, but since you're a sea elf, yours is exactly the same. Everybody else is half movement. So like if you wasn't a sea elf and you're just like a regular elf or something, your movement would be 15 with your 30. But since you're a sea elf, you're, trained to be a swimmer in water. You have your full movement. The only thing is in this, you're fighting the current if you're trying to swim it.
right.
But you also still have to walk on water, so you can just walk right across it.
And Ziggy's still down?
He got healing word, so you can see him coughing.
Well then I'm just gonna cross back, heading towards the. I'll dash across if that's acceptable to get to the other rock.
get
Everyone just
to
running
the
past
rocks.
Ziggy face down in the mud like, bye, loser.
Well, he's on water, so he's like another 30 feet above him with the water being parted.
Touche.
Vera.
I will hold my action to help Ziggy when he starts trying to climb up this rock. Because I assume he will try on.
All right. Ziggy, you're up with 6 health points, and you're able to shrug off any kind of exhaustion. You just banged your head super hard.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm glad I got healed or whatever. I guess I will sheepishly drag my bedraggled corpse out of the stupid water trench onto land as much as I can. Hopefully, someone can help me.
You
'cause
can use your
I
dash
apparently
to get up,
can't help
and you
myself.
can roll with advantage to climb up because Vera is helping you.
Is it athletics with advantage?
Yep.
Oh, where's the roll of advantage? Okay. With advantage. That's with advantage. I got
Well,
11.
10 was the DC, so you made it. You're fine.
Yeah.
Belram,
Yeah.
your turn.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's up here.
Not everybody. You heard Kiri
No.
say something about Stardust.
Eh, Stardust will be fine.
Okay.
He'll learn to fly.
Kiri. Has nobody come to help you, so.
There's not much else I can do. I sort of turn back around to Stardust and like, come on, boy, come on, you can come up here, come on, you can do it. Like, encourage him to climb up.
You're a
You want me to roll? You want me to roll the athletics check for your Stardust, or you want to do it, Ziggy?
I can. I had him up here.
You want to roll it?
I think
All right.
that yeah. Well, I see why you're asking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's apparently like crazy unluckiness is part of the part of the character here. But I feel like I have.
Hell,
to,
that's part
I
of
have to
D&D,
do it.
man.
Yeah. The gods are against me. You would roll a 12 plus 3, so 15.
He'll scratch and claw and able to get up
Oh, there's a good boy.
somehow.
Stardust is more capable than Ziggy most of the time.
Yeah, I guess I walk back over to the group and like, so, what now?
I'll say that is everybody, because Dash can easily come up, so I'm sure somebody's going to help him. And then y'all are together, so you can have a discussion.
Mela, thanks for healing me. I appreciate that. I think you should tell me more about your gods, because whoever I'm with now is not working out for me.
That's good. Really quick though, I'm gonna move over a little bit more to the center of the thing, the rock we're on, and I'm gonna do mass cure wounds. So everybody gets whoever's injured gets 17 hit points back.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
So
What
we're
say
at,
we, like, oh, sorry.
we're out of combat, so feel free to talk amongst yourselves and what you want to, your plan of action going forward.
Yeah, how should we get off this rock?
Well, what say we keep down until the waters recede or whatever? I would love another little sleep.
In the middle of the day?
I know we just woke up, but like, please.
I don't know. I feel like getting
You know
off
you
the
can
rock
spend
is
a hit die on short rest too.
Yeah.
That's true.
Uh,
Would this be
but
considered
I'm
a
not
short
gonna
rest?
Try to do anything.
If you
If
want to,
we're-
yeah.
If we wanted to take a little afternoon nap, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I have a song perfectly for that.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Is it too late to push him back into the water?
I mean, his walk on water lasts, what, an hour?
I don't know that.
And I can breathe underwater, so.
Then I don't have to hear you underwater.
So he's gonna, lasso up his loot, if that's what we're thinking of doing. Because I would be doing Song of Rest, adding 1d6 of additional healing during a short rest to anyone that can hear me. But that doesn't have to be now. We want to talk about what we're doing, or if we're gonna talk after we wake up.
I reckon a nap sounds wonderful to me, but whatever everyone else wants to do.
Are we sure we're equipped to help these sea elves? It looks like we're having trouble even getting to them at this point. We keep needing help.
You got help. You got me.
Plus, once this water goes down, hopefully that will be the last flood for another few days. Once we get out of these canyons, should be right.
What all did Ishvan tell you about these elves? What all do you know? Perhaps we have conflicting information.
Well,
I know one was a priestess.
You're going.
No, I guess, what a dragon army that you keep referring to? Was that what attacked us just now?
Yeah, that was weird.
Well, we were attacked by what's called a Dragonelle. It's not an official dragon, but we do believe that they're part of the overall forces of the Draconic army.
And what's
How-
this draconic army done to you lot? Remember.
They burned an entire town that we all lived in.
Our hometown.
Yeah, and they murdered like a whole bunch of people we knew. So a lot, really.
And kidnapped Mela.
Yeah, they got people kidnapped.
And
There was a-
possessed
That's us.
Yeah.
at one point.
And they like killed like a whole like troop of guards over there from
Our leaders,
Yeah.
actually.
the other place.
Yeah.
Calaman. So a lot. They've done a lot.
Yeah.
And Belram's old company.
Oh right, yeah.
That
So basically,
sounds
they're a bunch of awful gits.
We've also heard tales of there's it's a large army. There's atrocities happening all across the land.
Well,
Yeah.
this is all
Sounds
news
fun.
to me. I guess I thank you for the information. I had no idea that the land above was in such turmoil.
You haven't ever fought anybody from any Draconians or anybody from the Dragon Army?
No, I've really only the last couple months been up and about, I suppose.
If we do ever fight them, just know you should get just real up close. That's the best. Like as we're killing them, just stand right next to them. That's
Well,
like
that doesn't
that's,
sound very genuine.
No, it's gonna get
I
you.
may not
they
have
get,
seen them, but I'm not a
they
moron.
get scared
here.
easily if you invade their personal space. They get very socially awkward.
Destin,
need to
you can roll an insight check if you like. And Ziggy, you can roll
I
a
would
deception
think-
check.
With his charisma, he would understand.
Oh my god.
I roll a 9.
I rolled a 17 on this stupid conversation.
So you got a 17, and Destin, you got a
I
9.
got a 19 with the charisma. Yeah.
Oddly enough, you feel like he's like telling the truth to you there, Destin.
Okay.
For something around here.
It's funny that the rest of the party members are not interrupting changings.
Yeah. Well, I think everyone's just really exhausted and ready for that short rest, and they're itching for that song to sing. I'm bugging. He asked about the dragon, so I tried to fill it as best I could.
Well, then I
yeah,
guess
they
you're
also-
quite right.
Yeah, they built the giant contraption that looks like a dragon and burned down a whole town.
It sounds like a right awful lot then.
Yeah, and we had a gnome friend who they attacked her house and trashed it as well. So add that to the list.
Although she was throwing eggs at us.
Yeah, she hit me with some eggs.
Yeah, he pulls out of his book a long list of, he's furiously adding that item to the list of things. It just says, list of things bad draconians have done.
Can I do a sending spell to Ishvern? Do I have to let the party know what the message says? Or is that
You can ask for their inputs, or you can walk to the other side of the thing or rock, try to have privacy, but you still have to say it out loud. So
Okay, sure. You were asking
It'll
about
take a
this
spell
bag
slot.
of gab. Yeah, no, I got you. You were asking about this bag of gab. I'm going to make contact with Ishvern if anybody has anything to tell him or questions. Just try and keep it brief.
Now you can
Send
ask him how to
wine.
get off rocks. Right.
Send wine. Okay. So I cast.
it's up to 20. Yeah.
I cast
Uh,
sending.
What does it look like? And he had 25 words.
I'm sorry, I'm accounting for my spell slot real quick.
Yeah.
You kind of see as he's saying these words, you're gonna see like a brief, maybe only half the word at a time, kind of coming out of his mouth, like actually the text, but then it's dissipating into the
Disappearing.
wind as it blows out, and he's gonna say, why on earth did you think that these people could help me in my quest? Send wine. That's what he's gonna say. And then he's
That's
gonna
a
say,
bit rude, isn't it?
it was supposed to be somewhat muffled, but yeah.
No, we don't know anything about loot.
So you can, if you're trying to conceal it from them, you can.
Not strictly, just loosely, just like.
Okay. I mean, you could just roll like a stealth check on it, and you speak their passive perceptions unless they're actively trying to listen. Eventually, you hear Destron in your mind. Trying to remember what his voice was. I thought maybe you would enjoy company after a while. And just when we meet again, I'll bring wine.
Right then, well,
Oh, even more. Don't forget about the priestess. She is missing. And that is the end of that. And if you want to send a message again, it'd be another spell slot.
I share the information with the party, but at least the information that Ishvern is still very concerned about the priestess. And then I suppose I get a little cheery of a look on my face and ask if anybody's ready for my napping song.
Wait, so Ishvin sent you just to be our friend? He's just like, I thought you needed friends?
Well,
Like,
you didn't hear the
We-
message.
We didn't hear that. Yeah.
You didn't hear the message
Oh,
back.
you
He
heard
heard it in his head.
He heard it in his head.
I
but we
shared
heard what
with
he
you
said,
all.
though.
Right.
Oh, okay.
But you don't hear what
We did hear
Ishvern
what he
said in
said.
response.
All right.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, hey, that's not nice. I'm happy to know we might get wine, though.
I'm so ready for that nap time song.
Well, I was just giving anybody else the opportunity to talk before this lullaby puts you into a slumber. So he takes a few strums. He says, "Oh yeah, yeah." In Dastion's melody, a tale unfolds. Three kinder dance, their spirits bold. With a human and dwarf, the fire's warm light. In harmony they rest through the peaceful night. But it's daytime.
Everybody can
And that's-
take yeah. Everybody can take a short rest and gain the benefits of what was a D4,
An extra D6.
D6.
Short rest, extra D6.
So y'all can take a short rest. You can spend hit dice on it, and you can also add a D6 to whatever you roll if anybody would like to do that.
Love the song ends on just, and it's daytime.
What does hit dice mean? What do I roll?
So
You
basically,
have to manually roll it on the side.
Yeah, but is it a 6, a 4, a 20?
so
12?
when you hit short rest, it should pop up a little window how many hit dice you want to spend. And hit dice is basically your hit die. I think I think it's a
Odd
D8.
should be D8.
Yeah. So D8. So you have 6 hit for level 6. You have 6 hit die, so you can spend up to 6 hit dice to regain health. So if you click short rest, should pop up a little window. If it does not, just know you have 6 hit dice you can spend for it. If you want to use all 6, you don't have to use all 6. Yeah, so like when you pop up the short rest, it says you can recover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got it already.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much full though, but
Yeah. So you can click how many dice you want to spend. So there's 6. You can pick up wherever many you click is how many it'll roll for you.
yeah. No, I rolled already. I did
Alright,
one.
So yeah, you get that much hit points back. And I'll say that's a pretty good spot as y'all taking a little nap during the day after a little combat here. As the water flowing across as you sink into a slumber. I think that's a good spot to end for tonight.
Ooh.
And you take an hour nap, and that's where we pick up next time, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for watching. Let's kill this water now. And if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Or your favorite emoji if you don't want to leave a comment, and we'll leave ours. We will be having session 0 like off stream. Nobody's gonna see it, be there for it. But session 0 for the evil campaign slash one shots that will be YouTube exclusive here. And if you're, currently have 5 players. I'm still open for a 6th player, but if not, that could be the special guests for anybody that would like to join us one day. And be YouTube exclusive, so that'll be coming in the next year for that one. But if you're around for my lovely friends that stream, so Nihilus should be streaming tomorrow. So Nihilus, when will that be again?
It'll be later in the evening, probably 5 to 8 EST.
Alrighty. And then we have Garrus.
Yeah, I will be streaming later tomorrow afternoon Eastern time, probably after 4 or 5 p.m., somewhere around that.
All right. And then Cleansing Rain.
I think my first stream my next stream will be Tuesday this upcoming week. Typically closer to the later evening in the central time zone, starting around 7:30, 8 o'clock.
There you go. I put their links in chat, and make sure you go check them out. And next time we'll be live on the channel. I haven't decided what day, but I do have some painting to do. Probably Tuesday. I'm probably going to shoot for Tuesday after I get home from work. I got some stuff I got to paint for the Avernus final battle. Yeah. that being said, thank you guys for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed this fun interaction for combat and neat take on showing people's different skill sets and all that good stuff. So, yeah. First battle together with Dashin. It's kind of cool. And I loved the singing too. So, let me go down one last time too. Thank you, Zoldi, for the resub. Frele for the follow. And then, of course, all your rewards that you gave us. So, thank you guys for doing that. And we love you very much. And we'll see you next time. Have a good night, guys.